Something out of nothing, the culture grew from breaks. B-boys with fat laces helping DJs carry crates. 12 inches with the name covered up, 45 black with tape. Needle dropping on the get down part on the one, never late. Moonwalk look like skates, time is infinite like the 8. Built to destroy the devil's world, God body at the gate. In God we trust, the dollars we lust, catching crumbs off the cake. Now we bop to a beat on walls of concrete in Northern State. It was 88, we was victims of a scheme. It was all just a dream, but now my homie is a fiend. We live for the culture, but we kill for the cream. Trying to make the street light up, stay on your toes, Billie Jean.
How can you justify what you've taken culturally? You love to lie, to hide the truth. Do you really think you're me? Think you're me? Think you're me? Think you're me?
It's like hip to the hibbit, flow liquid like exhibit. It'll create the culture with every breath as I live it. They try to prohibit, but I'm the master of the pivot. No gimmicks on point like a digit. I'm like Malcolm, ready to rock it. Get your hand out my pocket. Everybody the gatekeeper, but y'all forgot to lock it. Swear by culture freedom, I got more rights than Tubbs and Crockett. Now my boy Elroy, out to space like space's rockets. Truth be told, we was crushed from the cold. Niggas getting high off the dust from Sugar Hill. Now the truth gets sold with strippers on the pole. The light, just with rappers for the thrill. Get the rush from off one pill with flashes on the wheels. Singing white lines with my brothers and folding bills. Slinging white dimes when Uncle Joe wrote that bill. Around 94, fucking around with Hillary and Bill.
How can you justify what you've taken culturally? You love to lie, to hide the truth. Do you really think you're me? Think you're me? Think you're me? Think you're me?
It was go and tell. Now y'all go and tell. Hop on the gram, look, show and tell. No ethics and no codes, just cut the pie a la mode. Spinning red whites now light the block like a strobe. Behold, the pale horse that he rode. Here to bring death with guns to unload. Conspiracy to conspire, there's a theory on the wire. When Cohen is a priest whose doctrine is the liar. Here to rob the hood, I keep it tucked like the friar. Grew into a man following rappers I admire. No more b-boys in the cypher, no more DJs catching breaks. Now everybody in the trap with 45s wrapped in tape. The culture has been raped, pimped out, and straight flooded. Just like the Bronx in the 70s, everything gutted. Trusted, rusted, busted and disgusted. We should've shut it down when Chuck said not to trust it.
How can you justify what you've taken culturally? You love to lie, to hide the truth. Do you really think you're me? Think you're me? Think you're me? Think you're, oh yeah. Think that you can do what I think that you can do what I do. You think that you can do what I do. You think that you can do what I do. Tell me, do you think you're me? Tell me, do you think you're me? You know you ain't me.
That was Stolen Art by your boy Hakeem Green, featuring Carl Thomas, produced by Ron, Amin Ra, Lawrence. Big shout out to Turtle Gang for shooting the video. Big shout out to the big bro, Chris Ali, co-founder of Violator Music. Big shout out to the infamous Amadeus, Shade 45, Sirius XM. Corey Guns in the building, Idi Amin from the Outlaws in the building. I love that song, bro. That's one of my favorite songs. But actually, you know what? It might be like the greatest rap song of all time, actually.
I like that joint. I do like that joint, but hey, Talk your stuff, brother.
Yeah,
Talk
I'm
your
saying when
stuff.
you actually dig into the lyrics and you listen to what is being said on the John, you know what I mean? You like, damn,
I hear you.
It's
you know what I
dope.
mean?
No, I like that. I like that a lot.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate that. Appreciate that.
What's up, fellas?
That's as big as coach coming to the table with a cigar after a loss. I mean,
Hey, this one of them. I'm done cigars. Like, man, I don't know what to do with my Niners, man. Like they I keep watching the games and I'm like, oh, we got this in the bag and lose it in the fourth quarter. That's not Niner football.
Yo,
it's not.
hold on, before we hop in, just one more plug. I need everybody to go to HakeemGreen.com/shop and get that Madism merchandise. We got the new collection, t-shirts, muscle shirts, baseball Johns, regular tees. We got the gold foil Johns. Shit is hot over there, yo. I'm saying, when you watch Madism Sports, you need to have on a fresh Madism John. You know what I mean? Get yours now, nigga. Madism, all we do is spark. Now, episode 162, Madism Sports. 49ers got an ass whooping. I think I called that one, if I'm not mistaken.
Nah, I definitely did, but they didn't get ass whipping. They fell apart. They were up 23 to what?
To 14.
To 4? No.
No,
At
it was more than
halftime,
that.
23-10.
23-10, yes.
Yeah,
23-10.
and didn't score in the second half and gave up 14.
Yeah, man. I that ain't 49ers football. We lost to the Rams the same way.
Yeah. If you're only putting up 10 points, it's not good.
Yeah. You know, it's like fourth quarter we losing games in the fourth quarter, and that's not championship football.
Well, not scoring in the second half is not championship football.
Right. And one thing our offense should always be able to do is score.
Yeah.
I mean, but on the offensive side of the ball, no Christian McCaffrey. Debo.
Yeah, but Mason doing his thing. And Debo played.
He played?
Yeah.
Yeah, like that was his game back, right?
Yeah, it was his first game back, but you know, Kittle's his first game back. We good on the offensive side of the ball. You know, we gotta convert. We having red zone problems, which is not a 49er thing. You know, it's just hey, I told you earlier, Hawk, in the chat, it's time to get Shanahan out of there.
Well, see, I don't know, Coach. I think, you know, he definitely, I think, did our boy Coach Wilkes wrong last year.
Absolutely.
He had to throw somebody up under the bus.
Yeah, he's throwing people under the bus, but it's him. It's really him.
Well, I mean, when you get to the Super Bowl, bro, you know.
He lost that too with a bad call in the overtime, not knowing the rules.
Right.
Come on.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, you know, you get to the NFC Championship, you get to the Super Bowl, like there's steps to everything, right?
Yeah, a coach supposed to know.
Agree with you. They should not have let Wilkes go. Like, I think that was horrible. However, just the same way they shouldn't have let Wilkes go, I think you don't want to jump the gun in calling for the firing of Shanahan, because right now I think you guys are just going through a chemistry problem with the injuries that you've been dealing with. You know, getting these players back, getting them settled, getting them acclimated. We said Mason, the boy that's got the, you know, he got to get right. You know, Purdy got to get used to these new targets. You know, Ayuk, you know, he still ain't showed improved since, you know, the big stink he made, you know, in the offseason. But, you know, second half of the season, I'm not going to sleep on the 49ers.
Well,
get rid of them now. Get rid of them now.
Listen, I don't think you should get rid of them, but all in all, it's simply a week-to-week league. And this is one of the years where you're really going to see parity kick in, where all these teams are a play away. That's what I think. I mean, besides Kansas City, and right now we're seeing the dominance of the Vikings, but that's not going to last, only because it's Darnold. The defense is for real, but that's not going to last. So there's one dominant team, and that's going to be the
the Chiefs, and that's it. Besides that, it's a week-to-week league. And to be honest with you, the 49ers just got caught up in a situation of circumstance, and they got a more desperate team. The Cardinals got sick of losing to them, and they were more desperate.
Yeah, no, I agree with that, but we 0-3 in the conference, right, in the division.
Oh, I know.
And that hurts. You know,
Oh yeah,
we got to run the table right now. You know, we can't lose another one in the division. You know, and you know, I don't like anytime a coach throws an assistant coach under the bus to save their job. To me, you know, if you're going to do that, you better come back and show and prove. And I don't think Shanahan's doing that early on. And I give the injuries and all that, but the injuries haven't cost us any games.
Yeah, but let me ask you a question. You know, the pressure applied by ownership can cause folks to do some, you know, some oddball type. So even what we're seeing going on in New York with the Jets right now, and Robert Saleh getting fired.
I mean, he should have been fired at the end of last year.
No, man. It's like we don't give.
You know what? Him and Rodgers never.
Cook, man, it takes time to cook.
Yeah, but him and Rodgers never seemed to vibe anyway. And when you bring in a quarterback, give him all that money, they got to vibe with their head coach.
Well, with that back to the point of ownership. Like, if the ownership is not breeding championship caliber chemistry in the organization, then what do you expect for players? Like, everybody's under pressure, everybody's under the gun, and you start making quick decisions that aren't really beneficial or helping the team move toward, because it takes time to grow, to mature.
Not hot. They don't have that. They got a 41-year-old quarterback.
Yeah, they don't have
Rodgers, who's on his last leg. They got just what you said. Owner.
Back to my point.
Listen. Let me talk about your point. You got an owner that has to win now, Hawk. And if he goes to a star player who has 2 years max and says, "What's the problem?" and that player says, "The coach."
He's gone, got to get rid of him.
Got you. But maybe ownership messed up by going to that 40-year-old star or used to be star, because, like I told you before, like the last few years in Green Bay, Aaron Rodgers wasn't that guy.
Oh, you're right.
You're right.
We agree on that.
So again, you put all the chips on the table to make this one guy your guy.
Yep.
And that one guy goes down last year, season with the waist. And you follow up this year. There's he's butting heads with the head coach. It's like you fired the head coach, and what's your boy's name? Shady McCoy, who I don't agree with often, but I seem to be agreeing with him more. He was saying, like, okay, you fire Saleh, who's a defensive coach, and you elevate Ubrick, who's a defensive coach.
Yeah.
The defense ain't the problem.
Right.
But Hawk,
that's the problem. So you didn't solve the problem.
Hawk, he did. The writing on the wall is now Aaron Rodgers has total autonomy over the offense. He has a defense, period.
Yep.
That's what that means. He elevated him. So
Rodgers already had total autonomy over the offense.
No, he didn't.
He was butting heads with the head coach.
The head coach was, yeah.
Huck, everything that happened made sense. Huck, let me explain it in a nutshell. This is what it looks like for an owner to go all in. He gave it all to Aaron Rodgers. He's like, listen, we paid him. They already paid him. And if he's going to be the one that we rely everything on, we're going to basically put it all in with him. And believe me, he's the one who says, Saleh got to go.
And that's what Tampa Bay did the same thing.
I understand that. No, I get that. I understand that. Yeah. But if you guys don't go to the Jets don't go to the Super Bowl, then you made the wrong decision, Woody.
Yeah, but if he would have kept
the playoffs, you made the wrong decision, Woody.
Well,
they got to make the playoffs.
I don't think they're going anyway because
he made the wrong decision.
Because Rodgers is a bum. He's not what he used to be. But Hawk, listen.
But they already paid him. They already paid him.
They already paid him.
So
I got you. No, it's Robert Saleh's fired. Aaron Rodgers is starting QB. We're in agreement that we think Aaron Rodgers is washed. Back to my point. It's ownership. That's always the Jets. It's the same thing with the Cowboys. What's the problem with the Cowboys? Ownership.
But guess who's not going anywhere?
The Jets.
Owners. The owner not going anywhere, and Aaron Rodgers not going anywhere. The only move you can make is fire the coach.
And and don't get it twisted.
They maybe look to the draft to find a young QB, a real solid young QB, and develop him.
Well, now they got to do that anyway. I think that was going to happen anyway.
Yeah, that has to happen. He's 40 years old.
It's the same thing that Tampa Bay did when they brought in Brady. They gave it all to Brady, and it was the right move for him.
But here's the difference that Brady has showed you in New England that I know what the fuck I'm doing. I'm not a team killer. I'm not a coach killer. Like, I'm willing to work within a system. Even though I have an ego and I'm that guy, I'm the greatest of all time, no doubt. I'm not going to let that get in the way.
Hey, easy with that greatest of all time.
Well, I mean, it's debatable. I know you're a San Francisco fan.
Yeah.
Well,
I got you holding your cigar. You want to rep your squad. No, I got you. Understood. But, for Brady to go get Gronk, go get AB, who's, a head case, but no question the boy was talented. Being able to manage these personalities. And what was the fullback's name? The running back.
I'm talking about Blunt. LeGarrette Blunt.
LeGarrette Blunt. Like, being able to.
I say Blunt, hot thing about smoking.
Getting away.
I said blunt, you think about smoking. I'm like, no, the name, nigga.
Oh yeah.
No, but the other thing the Jets should have done, and Rodgers tried to get him to do it. They should have gone and got Devontae Adams.
Yeah, but we're all assuming that it's not going to work. This is the beginning. First of all, they may still get Devontae Adams. And don't get it twisted. It could be Saleh who's saying no to the deal, and that could be one of the things he pointed to.
No,
we don't know.
He does not have that much pull. Stop it.
We don't know.
We don't know. How do we know?
Robert Saleh has no nigga. You just said to me that is Aaron Rodgers and Woody Johnson is the one calling the shots here.
Right.
Yeah, especially on offense. Now.
They wouldn't got Hackett. Trust me. He didn't get in the way of Devontae Adams. If anything, it's just contractual issues and them trying to work out the right deal to make it happen, and it's on Devontae Adams to accept what they offering. If that's
I agree with Cliff.
How do you know that Saleh's not? He's a defensive guy.
How do you know
he's a defensive guy?
So how is he pulling shots on offense?
That's my point. That's Pop. Listen to this. Listen to this real simple possibility. He is a defensive guy and don't want no more resources going towards the offense. And this is what Aaron Rodgers insists they need to have. He's in the owner ear, and Saleh's like, nah, no. And he's like, nah, he got to go. Period. That's a very logical thing, to be honest with you.
You're in New York. You follow the Jets. What's your inside information on all this, bro?
Oh, man. First of all, peace to all y'all brothers, man. I wish I wasn't so late so I could really get in, on what I was saying. But without hearing where everybody's coming from, my overall take, and this is going to sound horrible because I'm a Giants fan saying this, but it's the most, and I texted this to you earlier, Hop. This is the most Jetsiest Jets thing that I've seen in a while. This is the Jetsiest thing probably since the Adam Gase press conference with googly eyes, and them not having a backup quarterback last year. With that said, though, I think that this reeks of Aaron Rodgers, and a comp that I give is Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving getting Kenny Atkinson fired from as the Nets head coach, and and then later on Steve Nash. And the reason I say that is because I think I'm going to echo some things that Hawk just said here, but I think that they really want to get this Devontae Adams thing done because I think that's very important to Aaron Rodgers, for somebody that understands his cadence, understand the ways he does his offense. They have a shorthand, a receiver that he can trust as the season ramps up. I also think that there were some rumors, and this is not substantiated, but there's some rumors that Saleh wanted to fire Nathaniel Hackett because I think everybody can agree that if you look at the large sample size we had last year with what he did or just didn't do with Zach Wilson and the other backup quarterbacks, and even this year, even Sunday, the offense looks putrid. Like that loss to the Vikings was all on the offense. You can't blame that on the defense at all. The defense did a great job of keeping them.
And so was Denver in that last
game.
week.
And so was Denver. 100%.
So was Denver.
Right. And
I think. And how did Hackett get there, brother?
Yeah,
Aaron Rodgers.
Great question. That is Aaron Rodgers. And Aaron, I don't know Aaron Rodgers. I don't know Nathaniel Hackett. I don't know their relationship. But what I do know is Nathaniel Hackett owes his job at the New York Jets to Aaron Rodgers. So he will never question or backtalk Aaron Rodgers in a decision that he wants to make with that offense, or even question him on changing a play at the line or any of that. Anything that pertains to the offense, Nathaniel Hackett is indebted to Aaron Rodgers. He's never going to buck the system. And that's exactly why Aaron wants Nathaniel Hackett there. I think Saleh wanted Nathaniel Hackett gone. Aaron Rodgers got wind of that. But that's rumors. I don't know if Aaron Rodgers.
That makes sense, though.
Wind of that.
That makes sense.
That makes a lot of sense.
But here's my last point that I'll pass it off here is, I think this was a good test or a good showing of you have to believe your eye test. You have to believe what your eyes are showing you. And as much as the talking heads and the pundits wanted to downplay the kind of push from the hug and the kind of stare down on the sideline, I think that was game 2. I forget what game that was, when Aaron Rodgers kind of pushed Saleh off when he was going to hug him, and then he tried to explain it in a way like, "Oh, he's just not a hugger. I didn't know. He's not an affectionate guy. I didn't know what was going on." I think, and everybody knows that was BS. I think that for whatever reason that I don't know, Aaron Rodgers doesn't care for Robert Saleh. A lot of that maybe had to do with the OTA stuff when Aaron Rodgers went on his retreat, and then Saleh kind of like leaked that to the media or whatever fashion that was carried. I don't know what it is. But I think that they don't like each other, or maybe Aaron doesn't like him, and that was evident.
Let me put this in old music industry terms. Right? You know, when you get hired as president, or you get hired at a executive level position, doesn't necessarily have to be the president, right? And you can just smell, we can get up in here and run. I can bring my boys in here. I can bring my You start sniffing around. It really ain't about selling records. It ain't really about topping the charts. It ain't really about Grammys. It's about we can get here and rob. We can rob. We can Aaron Rodgers. No, he got a victim, and the victim is Woody Johnson and New York Jets.
Absolutely, I agree.
But Hawk,
I agree with that.
It ain't about winning for Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers don't care about winning. He about sticking them up.
Yeah, but Hawk, listen. If Aaron Rodgers was the Aaron Rodgers that we thought he was, then this is definitely. But listen, that's who we thought he was. Don't you think he's that cat? Okay, so he's not robbing nobody, yo. He thinks he's that cat.
I don't think he cares. I don't think it's not for him. It's not
he cares.
He don't care.
He does.
No, he doesn't.
He wants another chip.
Dude, he didn't. No, he doesn't. He don't care,
yes,
bro.
He does.
I do think he wants another chip.
That team is a quarterback away.
I think
it's right there.
His ego is telling him, let me go ahead, and it's both. It's actually both.
It's both.
He still thinks he's that guy, and he also says, I can get my people in here. We can all get paid. And that's going to be the way for us to win because he still thinks he's that guy.
And
Because
imagine if
he's
he
one of
goes
those guys
out
that thinks he's smarter than he
Do
is.
we think that Nathaniel Hackett is that guy at offensive coordinator?
Absolutely not.
No. But Aaron Rodgers thinks he's that guy, and that's all that matters.
Aaron Rodgers, I don't know more than Aaron Rodgers, Kyle Willow, and now if we're going Hackett ain't that dude, what do you think Aaron Rodgers is thinking? I just need somebody to go along with my shit.
Right. And that's all that matters. That's all that matters. When it's your ego talking.
Hasn't shown anybody that going along with Aaron Rodgers is going to get you a chip.
Well, let me ask you this question. Let me ask the panel this question.
Your ego isn't logical.
Well, let me ask all y'all this question. Do you think if the Jets currently constructed and what we think they can be with now Aaron Rodgers calling the shots on offense and what they got on defense, and they got Davante Adams, do you think they get to the playoffs and possibly contend?
I think they get to the playoffs. I don't think they're going to contend, period.
They're still competing for first place
in
the division.
Yeah. I think
they get to the playoffs.
Will get in the way of being successful. I think
they will contend. If they got Davante, I think they will contend.
They win that division, they get Davante Adams.
Yeah, I think they beat Buffalo. What was that, Monday? They played Buffalo. They win this game on Monday. They're first place in the division.
What's the rushing game like?
They still got Brees Hall.
If they used it,
they're not using it right.
What you say, God?
If they used it, it would be phenomenal.
They got the talent. Brees Hall is a beast.
Right, but when your ego is telling you I can throw my way out of any and everything, Aaron Rodgers is going to get in the way.
Yeah, but Hawk,
you have to be able to use your pieces and go, you know what, let me establish a running game and then throw out of the running game. When jokers know you're not going to run, you can neutralize Davante. Davante, because I know you ain't going to run the ball. There's no
but Hawk, we're acting like he's been throwing 40 times a game and they've been unsuccessful. That hasn't been their season, bro. The play calling more so than anything has been the issue for the Jets. It hasn't been Aaron Rodgers chucking it and not. No, it's Hackett. It's Hackett.
Did Hackett get fired?
No, he didn't. But all I'm saying is
doing what Aaron Rodgers wants, right?
But Hawk, we can't play it now like Aaron Rodgers wants to throw it all the time, and that's not why it's successful.
Right.
We have to call it like we see it, and that is their offense of coordinator, their play calling, all of that is the reason. And Aaron is not really being, efficient with the ball. But they got Brees Hall. If they put it all together with him and he played slightly like he used to play, they would be all right. But they look
to
like
split the difference,
right
though. I do think, and I don't want to speak for you, Hawk, but I think to Hawk's point, to split this difference is the play calling is putrid in lieu of Aaron Rodgers wanting to do what he wants to do and run the show.
Mm-hmm.
Which could, I don't know that that's the case, but that could be the case.
But also, you look at the play calling. Yes, it is putrid, but Aaron is still throwing. Green Bay, Aaron Rodgers might throw 30 times a game. He's not doing that with the Jets.
Exactly.
He's making some poor decisions when he's throwing, but that's because they're trying to come back. They're going for the home runs, And you also can't use your running game if you're behind. If you're trying to come back, you can't use your running game. You got to go to the air.
Smoked by 25, 30 points. They're losing close games.
Yeah, but they're still trying to come back. They're still down, and when you're down, you're not going.
I think they lost. They lost to the Broncos by 1 point or 3 points.
Like a field goal. Yep.
Field goal.
It was 1 point. It was 10-9.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
10-9. Oh yeah, 10-9. They missed the field goal. That's what it was.
Yeah.
Well, that game they missed the field goal, so that ain't on Rodgers or anybody else. That's on the kicker.
Right. True.
Yeah,
But I've seen the
early,
Kansas City
It's
Chiefs
so
miss
early.
field goals and still win games because my homeboy back there, the best.
Hey, he's an outlier because he don't have no receivers. He don't have nothing right now, and he getting it done. Like he's special, man. Like I don't even understand how
they picked Kareem Hunt up.
But they're champions.
Word. Kareem Hunt was at a barbecue joint in Kansas City, and they say, "Yo, come on, suit up." You know,
Suit up, my dude.
He's
Well,
still
he ain't
chubby.
ready to
He
leave.
ain't even in shape yet.
Well, the Hunt family, Kansas City Chiefs organization, top to bottom, they're just thorough, man.
Well,
they are.
Thorough.
Kareem Hunt
That's
never.
really-
Hall of
that's
Fame
my
coach.
point. It starts at the top with the ownership, and when the
That's
ownership is forcing the issue, like Jerry Jones, when you should just fall back
Woody
and
Johnson.
listen to the people you've hired tell you what's going on from a bird's eye level, a ground level. This is what's really going on. This is what the holes really are. Let's fill the holes that we have and not just put all the chips on one person, like one person is responsible for. Because even with the Kansas City Chiefs, it's my homeboy. He's the best quarterback in the league right now. Could be the greatest of all time. We'll see. Still is yet to be definitively decided. However, it's plug and play. Like, it doesn't make a difference if Tyreek Hill goes to the Dolphins.
But he also has a Hall of Fame coach.
Yeah.
But again, top to bottom.
And now he has a defense.
Right, and he has a defense. So, but it's the ownership staying the fuck about the way.
Yeah, the culture. Yep.
On the
Yeah,
ground.
but
It's culture.
I got to give you a little bit of pushback. I mean, I agree with you saying no, but if we looking at the Cowboys, right, this is the I guess you'd call it a paradox, because you're right. The problem is ownership, but the problem in ownership is the fact that Jerry's the GM. But the fact of the Cowboys over the past 20 years hasn't been the GM's fault. Jerry has provided the talent. So where do we go?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but it's what Art just said, accountability. You can have all the talent in the world, but if people aren't accountable, then if there's no impetus to step the fuck up, jokers won't.
So maybe that's the coaching.
The problem, huh?
Maybe that's the ownership not put that onus or importance on the coach, but the coach is what.
Exactly. It's why is Jason Garrett the coach for this goddamn long? Because of his relationship with Jerry. Why is Tony Romo still the quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys? Because of his relationship with Jerry Jones. So we're in agreement. Absolutely. It's Jerry having relationships with these people that doesn't hold them accountable. So there you have it.
And accountability is key. And
once you get in there and sorry, coach.
No, I'm just saying accountability is key, and some of these owners don't hold their guys accountable, because they're their guys,
Yeah.
So
Yep. And when you get in there in these organizations, and I think I used this last week, but just use it again, just because we're on this topic, that culture that's bred by those owners, to your point, Hawk, it bleeds all the way down. Donald Sterling being the perfect example. The toxicity that he had within those in the Clippers organization is literally what limited them and held them back for all those years. And I'll say with Jerry and Cliff, you make a great point. It's not that Jerry doesn't spend, just like Cashman and the Steinbrenners. It's not that they don't spend money. It's not that they don't give everything to their players that they need, you know what I mean, as far as to win a championship. But it could be other things that we don't know about, because we know one thing about Jerry Jones, and one thing that we do know is that he never saw a microphone that he didn't like, that he didn't need to stand in front of and respond to. And that culturally, we don't know what that does inside those walls, inside that stadium, because when you feel like handcuffed, for lack of a better term, that no matter what you do, all decisions and the buck stops with the owner, which I guess it should, but at the same time, when you don't reserve that, the football-minded people to do their job and everything still has to go through you, I mean, culturally, you have that kind of stagnation where it's like, I think we should do this, but, Jerry want to do this, so I guess, that's what it is.
Well, I think Jerry's biggest fault, and it's what Hawk mentioned, and it goes deep in the lack of championship, is his loyalty. He sticks with cats so long. It was coaches in the past, the whole 9 yards, but Jerry's loyalty is his biggest fault as an owner.
And it's not just him. It's
But
not just him.
I
most
had
owners.
I had to go suit up. Hold on one second. Even though we trashing the Cowboys right now and talking bad about Jerry, I had to go suit up because
Now I get it. Now I get it.
What's up, Kay? What's up, Kay?
Yeah, nigga. You see what it is?
Oh man.
Hey man. Whatever, man. Bumble. That was the bumble. We both stink, so it's all good.
Yeah, that was an ugly game.
We both
It
bums,
was an
man.
ugly game.
We both bums. It was just as bad as that New England Miami game. You know it.
Well, what I will say about that game and our defense and my continued potential positive outlook towards the season is that made us 3-0 on the road. And even if we go near 500 on the road for the rest of the way, we can possibly be close to 500 and sneak into the playoffs. But 3-0 on the road is big time. It's big time.
So, we talk about, cowboy culture and all, and what's wrong with Jerry.
It's one of the most interesting and revealing years in history. But besides that, sometimes you just want to enjoy the game of football. And Texas native Jamie Foxx will spend a day with the Dallas Cowboys, watching them practice, and even sitting with the owner, Jerry Jones. Jamie, having basically box office seats for a practice, went live on Instagram and showed his perspective. While live, Jerry Jones started to brag about one of his players. Now, in professional sports, when you draft a player, you know almost everything about them, where they're from, how their parents, sometimes their friends, but especially their physical performance. How tall are they? How much they weigh? If they're a quarterback or wide receiver, how big are their hands? But Jerry Jones will give us even more detail than we could have ever asked for. Take a listen.
Hey, that's pretty good right there. He showed balance. 5'9.5", 210. 5'9", 210. 4'1". Okay. 9 3-inch head. 8.5 inches.
And obviously, as soon as he mentioned that, Jamie Foxx abruptly ended the live.
Jerry, worried about the wrong shit, don't you think?
Mm-hmm.
Oh man.
Jerry looking at the wrong things.
He's studying those boys out.
Maybe you want to take this coat off, motherfucker.
Did y'all see the clip? Did y'all see the clip right in the middle of practice? He landed the helicopter right on the field in the middle of them practicing.
Yeah.
It's wild.
Jerry, a wild boy.
That's the cultural stuff though that we were talking about. That type of stuff is a distraction, man. And that cultural stuff is probably almost as bad, if not worse, than not spending the money and giving the team what they need to win.
Yeah, I agree.
Man. Jerry be at Diddy house with baby oil.
Wow.
Him and the 2 jump offs and the jumping off and the jump off.
Yep. Oh man.
Watch him. I want to say watch your mouth, Art, but Jerry up there talking about these joints and shit.
Yeah.
I ain't talking about weed either. Crazy. But hey, they did run up in the Pittsburgh Steelers house
and they got that Vic.
Served up them hot L's.
Mm-hmm. They sure did.
Wow. Yeah. It was so ugly.
I wasn't.
You know what though? I thought that would be a long ride home, and it wasn't, man. Because I wasn't mad. Because we look bad out there, yo. So I was just like, yo, both of these teams are terrible, and We look bad. They look bad. This is just an ugly game. What it is, what it is.
Is it time to bring Russell Wilson in?
I was thinking that, like seeing it, because I'm watching it on TV is one thing. I was just like, yo, this offense is just stagnant and ugly and nasty. But to see it in person is worse, man. yo, yo, man. And the thing is, it's just like, yo, the crowd just be sitting there just hoping and thinking that I'm sitting there with my hands in my head, like, yo, come on, this is terrible, yo.
Yeah.
This is terrible.
They can't run the ball. They can't do anything offensively.
Nothing, man. It's almost like they don't have no plays either. I like you watch a game, like I was watching Kansas City last night. Even with them, it's like, you got whatever number 83 is, the other tight end.
Tight end. Yep.
Yeah, but him
Great.
and Kelsey, like, and even Juju, like dudes running across the middle or running joints and then be wide open. Like you don't see none of that ever happen on our offense. Never.
Right. Yep.
You gotta wonder what it's gonna look like with Russ. But Russ, he said Russ is a full participant in practice now. So
that means he's ready. He's ready.
Yeah. Man, one thing I did see too, though, I saw that Russ is small, man.
Yeah, he's a little guy. Yeah.
He's small behind that line, man.
Yeah, but he's always been small. He's been 6'4".
I know, but I'm just saying that's a small dude. Then I'm looking at like with us trying to put in the slot Calvin Austin, that dude is super small. Him and Scotty Miller.
Oh yeah.
Like them dudes are small, man. But I tell you who huge, number 80, Darnell Washington, that tight end, that's a huge dude, yo.
Yeah, I just always believe that Tomlin figures it out. So I have faith in Tomlin to make something happen.
I mean,
yeah,
stack, bro. You got a great defense. It's just
but eventually it breaks like how it did the other night, yo. If they stay on the field and you keep looking for them to have to pull it out, because we had 3 turnovers, man, in that game and still couldn't do nothing.
Mm-hmm. Well, you got. I'm sorry. Well, what I was gonna say is that with the Steelers are 3-2 in first place, and the best thing about it is Cincy and Cleveland are 1-4, so they're right there.
Yeah, they're right there. They tied with Baltimore, but
and Tomlin always finds a way to at least get over 500. So as long as y'all hang around, y'all gonna be right there.
Yeah,
and that defense.
But the thing is, it's just like, come on, man. Like hanging around is one thing, man. But hanging in that middle, it's just like, really, like, what are you really doing at that point? You're not getting a good draft pick. You're not going to win a playoff game. You ain't really going nowhere. You basically just out here, just
yeah,
just out here.
Yeah.
I don't know, Kay. I don't know because the defense. I'm not fronting on the Steelers defense, man. It's just Mike Tomlin will show you he got that together. And if you can open up your offense and Russell Wilson can do some things, it could get dangerous, man, for the AFC, man, when it comes to the Steelers.
That's true. That's true. That's true, Hot, and I agree. But I just think that offensive line is not good enough. The schemes and just their play calling is not good enough. And to be honest, I would like to see Russ in there, but Justin Fields with that offensive line is better because Justin will get out and run. Russ ain't gonna do nothing but drop to his knees and take the sack.
Yep.
Well,
yeah, but we got to see how he manages the offense.
Who's number 4? The other quarterback that came in and threw a nice little dart to the tight end.
Man, I don't even know who. I was sitting in the stands like, who is that?
Well, what that showed me is that the Steelers could be a dual threat QB team.
That's what I thought we were going to do.
But now you bring Russell in, in those times when you need to get some extra yards, and you bring Russ in. Justin in, and he runs like the Cordell Stewart type of thing with Who was it? O'Donnell? That was who was it? No, it wasn't O'Donnell. It was Cordell, and who was the other quarterback that they did the dual threat with?
It might have been Neil O'Donnell or Bubby Brister, one of them at that time. I don't know who it was.
It's like, I think it was Bubby Brister. So you get that going on, man. You guys can shake it up a little bit, just be a little bit unpredictable, you know.
Yeah, but that's all I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Throw the ball to Pickens.
That's what I'm saying, man. Get more creative on offense, because right now it look like seriously, it look like we have no plays, man.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, but like, what's the record currently? It's 3-2.
3-2.
They're coming off two straight losses.
Two straight losses.
You're probably gonna win this week. I think you're gonna win this week. So that puts you at 4-2. I mean, I think besides Kansas City, like I said, we got a league of anybody gonna beat everybody, and it's gonna be a 10 maybe not. Maybe like 9 and 8s and 8 and 9s all through the league, probably. Seriously,
I agree with that. I agree with that. I agree with it.
Because all these teams are right there, man. And the Steelers, like I said, that defense is for real. And they're gonna be in every game.
They definitely are.
Game. So it's just a matter of what quarterback is gonna get you home the largest percentage of the time. That's gonna be it.
Yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, everybody gonna lose in the end anyway because they got to go to Kansas City.
Exactly.
I don't know, man. That's crazy.
Who gets to Kansas City?
Right. Who gets to Kansas City?
Yeah.
But I want to give props to Dak because he did something that'll probably never be done again. First time ever in NFL history. He threw a touchdown and an interception in consecutive days against the same team in a win. And that'll probably never, ever be done again in NFL history, bro. Think about that. A touchdown and interception in consecutive days against the same team in a win. In a win.
Yeah.
That's big.
I'm trying to figure it out because in consecutive games.
Because the game started on Sunday and ended on Monday.
Ended on Monday. Oh wow!
Because I'm listening to you. I'm like, do you mean consecutive games or you about consecutive days?
Same game, same team.
Because of the rain delay, right?
Well, talk about that game being there during the rain delay because you took a pick.
Yeah, that delay was crazy.
And the next thing you know, everybody was walking out the stadium. How that go?
And what's wild is that during the day and even right before it started raining and all that, the weather was nice, man. I'm saying nice, super nice out there. It felt very good out there. Like I'm talking about, it wasn't cold, it wasn't nothing. It was it may have been like 75 degrees out there, yo.
Wow.
And then all of us, it felt so good. And I was just like, yo, this is crazy. Like they saying it's gonna rain, but while we sitting there, Walt. So me and Walt was sitting together, and Walt was like, "Yo, the cameraman putting the tarp on top of his camera." So he started putting the tarp on the camera thing, and just was out. So we all just sitting there. I'm like, man, it feel good out here. Ain't no rain out here. What are you doing that for? And Walt like, hey man, they must know something. So we sitting there for a while. Then they start announcing it in there that it's going to be a delay. So everybody's sitting there like, what? And then next thing you know, you just start feeling little drips coming. Drip, drip, drip,
wow.
Drip slowly. So then they was like, everybody, clear it out. Yeah. So everybody went up into the up into the concourse or whatever. And then the upper deck people, like I had my sons with me too. My two sons were sitting in the upper deck, but the upper deck was covered on the home side, not the away side, but the home side. All of them, and I think they do that too, so that if it is raining, then everybody ain't got to go in the concourse. But anyway, the upper deck up there, that part was all covered up, so they ain't even move. My son said everybody up there just stayed there, sitting there. But the lower bowl, it was just pouring down out there. I mean, pouring.
Right, but you guys are lightning, and that's what.
Yeah, it was the lightning. It wasn't even the rain side. But what's crazy about that is like I'm talking about it just out of nowhere just stopped. And it was like, all right, blew the horn, everybody started going back in, and it was like it never happened. Like nothing ever even happened.
Wow.
Oh wow.
That's crazy.
Okay.
Yeah, it just, obviously everybody had to wipe their seats off, but after that, like it was like nothing ever happened. Back to good weather, felt good out there, and the game just went on.
Hey, Damian, please share this thread. Damian Donaldson, big shout out to you. Valerie Scales, big shout out to you. Art Williams, Big Dan is in the building. A fellow
What up, Artie?
fan, he's in the building. But Damian, absolutely, please share this stream. We're on every Tuesday from 7 to roughly about 8:30, 9 o'clock. Let folks know. Tell a friend. Tell a friend. IZM Sports. We get it in week and week out.
Yeah.
So listen.
But one thing I did realize with going to, that was my first, well, not my first time going to a football game, but the first time really with the Steelers game, at that stadium. And I'm gonna definitely go to some more. I had fun. Even with the L, I had fun.
Back to the Cowboys. I need to know. Back to the Cowboys, because I need to know something. Have we found our running back? Because he
maybe, but
maybe because he definitely was getting through us.
Yeah, and one thing I just found out is that Dalvin Cook is eligible this week. Wow. So
we got a bye week this week.
Well, no, we don't have bye week. We gotta bye. We gotta play Atlanta, then the bye.
Nah, y'all play the Lions coming up, don't y'all?
Oh yeah, I'm sorry, Lions then the bye.
That's a tough game. That's a tough game.
Yeah. Tough.
Yeah, because after y'all beat us, I was searching and yelling and screaming, who they play next? Who they play next? They was like, oh, they play the Lions. Oh, good. They taking it up.
But we play them at home. We play them at home.
We play them at home, but we haven't won at home.
Yeah, I don't think that matters. Yeah. I don't think it matters.
And they got some get back. Remember?
Dan Campbell won that. Dan Campbell got that game circled, man.
Yeah, He gave that game away to us last year. I mean, they coming in there with some fire, yo.
Yeah, but considering Dowdell, am I saying his name right?
Yeah,
Dowdell. Yeah, considering what he was able to do on the ground, it made me feel pretty good. 20 carries for 80 yards. He had a couple receptions, TD reception, of course. So it's like we just need. And
no
even Zeke did kind of well against the Steelers. I was surprised.
I don't think so.
Okay, you said Zeke look old out there.
Yo, Zeke look old, yo. Like, I was sitting up there. Everybody in the stands was like, yo, even the Cowboy fans that was there was like, why is this guy in the game? He's washed up. Yo, Zeke was looking old out there, man.
Yeah, right. He got a few first downs.
He averaged over 4 yards a carry.
70-yard carry at one point.
Man, Zeke was looking old out there, yo.
He ain't breaking no runs.
Yeah.
Just going back, if you don't mind, Hawk, just going back briefly to the whole thing. I know we were talking about Aaron Rodgers, and I was just thinking, how good does Matt LaFleur look after all of this? Because he did not bend to Aaron Rodgers' will at all.
Exactly. That's what I'm talking about, man.
And the Packers they look great last year. They look good despite the injury.
Jordan Love is doing well.
Yeah.
They look good moving forward.
Well, to that point, Matt LaFleur probably saw the fact that Aaron was washed. You know what I'm saying?
Of course. Yeah.
And that Love was better.
And the Green Bay organization stepping up and having the back of LaFleur. Because
they could have easily rolled with Rodgers. Yep.
Yeah.
So anyway, Caleb Williams had a big game, 320 yards passing the ball with 3 touchdowns, 1 interception, or am I getting my stats right?
He's going to be good, man. He's going to be good. He's talented.
Yeah.
Well, he already has the most touchdowns in the first 5 games in Bears history. But we still got to tap the brakes a little bit because wasn't it against Carolina?
Yeah.
Everybody gets healthy against them,
except the Raiders.
Everybody.
Yeah, because if you want to talk about that, like seriously, man, Jay Daniels looks really good.
Oh man, they got a big test this weekend though.
Yeah.
They do.
And the crazy thing is too, I was like, it was part of frustration and mad, but me and Walt both on the way back, riding back, we both said, you know what, we're going to DC to the Pittsburgh Washington game. So now we're going down to see that, yo.
Oh,
Wow.
When's that game, Kay? When's
that game is November the 10th, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, we driving down to see that one. So
who does Washington have this week? It's
Baltimore.
Oh, at Baltimore too.
ooh.
Yeah. Oh, and that's a local thing too. People don't realize.
Yeah.
Now, DC versus Baltimore.
Oh, don't get it twisted. That's big, yo.
Oh no, it definitely is it is because Commanders play in Maryland. They play in Landover.
Yeah. I mean, that's big. Yo, that's gonna be a game.
Since y'all brought up Baltimore, for the last 2 weeks, I've watched the mainstream sports TV pundits say that Josh Allen was better than Lamar. He spanked him up. And then the following week, they said Joe Burrow was better than Lamar, even though Joe Burrow had 5 touchdowns.
He had a hell of a game, yeah.
He had a hell of a game, but caught that hot L. And I'm really loving the fact that Lamar is stepping up to the challenge. She's got some help with Derrick Henry in the backfield. That running game is crazy between the two of them, but he's passing the ball very well, as well. So
he is. He got some receivers, man. Like even those tight ends, man, like Likely and Andrews and all those guys, man. Like he got weapons out there now, man.
That may be that freight train getting up ahead of steam to take on KC, yo, because they look good. Because that defense
they improved from last year.
Yeah.
And I heard some talk about Devontae Adams possibly going to Baltimore.
I don't think that's gonna happen.
He should go to New Orleans.
I think he should go to the Saints. But they talking about that he most likely might end up with the Jets, and I don't know about that one.
I don't think he should do
the Saints can't afford him, I don't think. I think they have no money for him.
Yeah, before you hopped on, we had a long conversation about the Jets and Aaron Rodgers, and I'm saying, and I've been saying, Aaron Rodgers is washed.
He is.
They played themselves by investing that much into Aaron Rodgers and giving him the keys to the car. What do you think?
Yeah, he is washed. He's done. He's done. Like what they call it, falling off the cliff. Like he fell off the cliff for real. Yeah, he's washed. And then on top of that, he's also, taking that organization down with him too, because at this point, if you think about it, like Saleh got fired, but it ain't really Saleh's fault. Saleh's in charge of the defense. The defense is good. It's the offense. It's Aaron Rodgers and Nathaniel Hackett. That's the problem.
Yep. They just wanted to give him total autonomy, but I think if we're gonna have to pause if they win this week, because if they win this week, they'll beat Buffalo and they'll be 4-2 and they'll be first in the division. And obviously Miami.
Yeah, but that also says that they were panicking. So if they beat Buffalo this week, then you look at it and say, well, dang, like it wasn't that bad. That the sky wasn't really falling as much. They could have kept the coach.
Yeah, I think the win puts potpourri or puts perfume on the stench of their organization for a week. But I mean, and we just go back to what we said about cultural issues with organizations. That problem is embedded. It's not going to go away with a win by Buffalo. Even if they get first place in that division, that problem is not going away.
It's going to make it worse, actually, because in all fairness, I think Buffalo's still trying to figure it out. They started out hot. I think they've cooled off over the last few weeks. They lost last week too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think they lost.
They lost to the Texans. They lost to the Texans. Stephon Diggs and them got him.
And they tried to tell me Josh Allen is better than Stroud. And man, he looked real good. But I think that the Buffalo Bills are going to have to figure out their team. And I'm not totally writing off Josh Allen. I think he is extremely talented, right? I think he has a lot to prove still. But the Jets beating Buffalo, to me, doesn't mean that the Jets now have arrived. I don't think that.
I agree.
Nah.
But we have to look at the landscape of the AFC and what most likely it's going to be, and that's Kansas City at probably like 15-2, and everybody else hovering around 9 or 10 wins. And I think the Jets can do that. I really think they did with that defense, and if they can get a win this week and they're 4-2 and they're feeling good about themselves, they can muster up another 5 or 6 wins through the rest of the season, and that gets them in the playoffs.
Yeah, I think what it is too, man. Like the reality is the Jets really, honestly, should have got rid of Nathaniel Hackett, and I think they thought that if they did that, that'll ruffle Aaron Rodgers. That's his boy, and all that, and that'll really mess the team up and kill the locker room, because now he's disgruntled, and the bad vibes start going through the locker room, and the words will start spreading through there. So they was just like, you know what, we ain't gonna do that. Let's just get rid of the head coach. He's a scapegoat,
Yeah.
Yeah, he's definitely the scapegoat. I'm hearing rumors that Quentin, I don't know if it was Quentin or Quincy, but one of the Williams from the defense walked out of the meeting this morning when the news came out that Saleh was being fired. And like we all said, that he's the defensive guy. So you might, to your point, Kay, they might have saved the offensive side of the team with keeping Nathaniel Hackett. But who knows, man, with the defense, is how they gonna react to this. And I'm not saying they're gonna do their job.
Wow.
They're pros.
The defense
might
mutiny, bro. The defense
I hope not, man. I hope not, but yeah, right.
That's not a good look either way.
It's not a good look.
Wow,
that's what I mean about ownership, man. Like,
and the thing is, we've been hearing for years. We all know we've been hearing the rumbles, and we've been hearing the years of how Aaron Rodgers is this diva. So now he comes to the Jets, and here it is.
That's the thing about New York, man. Everything is under a microscope. You get to see who he really is.
Let's hope it works out, because I like I said, this could drag out all year, because all he has to do is hover around 500, yo. Just stay, because getting the playoffs,
right?
It's just you don't want to run into KC. That's all it's going to be for all.
And they go, and the Jets can easily hover around 500 and win that division.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So it's going to be an interesting year. I want to see how Aaron Rodgers, because he looks washed, but I really hope he gets Devontae and somehow he can resurrect his thing, and they can be good, at least, good.
Okay, so let me ask you this. How does Garrett Wilson feel if Devontae walks through that door?
It probably opened up things for him, to be honest with you. I think it does, because
I think it does, but I mean, I'm just thinking from the ego of the wide receiver. Like now, just no longer becoming the number one receiver. Now just becoming the second guy. You only open because Devontae is pulling the double team.
Yeah, and
I think he'd be happy with the success.
Obligated to feed Devontae Adams the ball.
And then so now when that happens, and Devontae, you already know how Devontae can be too. So Devontae walks through the door. Now they double teaming him. Aaron can't get him the ball, throwing it to Garrett Wilson. Now Devontae's mad.
Yeah. It's going to be interesting to see
with the three of them, Mike Williams, Garrett, and Devontae, if they had somebody's open every play, yo. Yeah. If they can't make that work, they got serious problems, yo. They all should be able to eat.
I'm going to be interested in seeing what happens with Aaron Rodgers on the Pat McAfee show this week, what he says, because I'm sure he's going to have a lot to say, and they're going to press him.
See, that's what I'm saying. It's like it's all the other things that come along with Aaron Rodgers, man. It's like you got to be able to swallow your ego, man. You got to be able to if you are the guy, if you are the one stirring the soup, you are the one making the plays, and at what point do you go, you know what, I'm doing too much, let me fall back. Now you're doing the Pat McAfee show.
He don't seem like that cat.
Yeah, I mean the ego not going. The ego not
ain't like, he ain't wired like that.
You're gonna throw people under the bus. You're gonna make slide remarks. You're gonna say something that even if you didn't mean it a certain way, people are gonna read into things, and then you just cause all this controversy. You're in New York. You know how the sports media is in New York, man. They take a little bit, make it bigger than what it was. Now you got dissension in the locker room. You got people beefing with each other, and game day, important decision to be made, and you second guessing. You don't know if you can do. Man, I don't know. I don't see it, bro. I just
that's going to be real interesting. But his ego not going nowhere. The ego is what it is. That's going to change.
And Garrett Wilson strikes me as that kind of kid where, as like a Stephon Diggs or like a Devontae, might be vocal about it and let you know, like, yo, I'm not getting the ball. This is a problem. I think Garrett Wilson is one of those guys that's going to go the other way. His ego or his disappointment, he's going to shut down. And he's going to be disinterested, and it's going to look like he can't ball anymore. But his head is going to be somewhere else.
Yeah, he's going to be out there. He's going to be out there shorting on the routes. He's going to just really be like and not running hard, man. Oh, and I forgot. Big Dan. Aaron Lazard is also over there because he is forcing the ball to Lazard right now.
He got a lot of touches this week, but he producing.
It's going to be interesting. It's going to be real interesting.
Not really.
Yeah. So I mean, it's just like, I don't know, man. Because how does that work now? Like you said, you got Lazard, then you got Mike Williams, you got Garrett Wilson, and then you bring in Devontae. Oof. And then you got the two running backs that they already split those two. It's low.
Yep.
And what Tyler Conklin, the tight end. Oh, I don't know, man. I don't know.
I think Devontae Adams going to Washington anyway, because they got the money to pay.
That'd be crazy.
That would be nice. That would be dope. I wouldn't mind seeing him in Washington.
I don't want to see him in Washington.
He said he's coming to Miami for Odell, man. Ain't nobody trade for Odell. Odell's another one that's done, yo.
Odell is washed.
Yeah, he's done. Too many injuries, man. He can't bounce back.
Yep.
Wow.
He should have tried to go to New Orleans, retire in his hometown.
Speaking of ego and lack thereof, Daniel Jones caught a W this week.
Very shocking. I swear I thought they were going to lose. They had nobody out there playing.
Yeah,
man. I think game ball goes to that brother from the special teams, though. I've never seen a field goal block for a touchdown.
Word.
In my life, I've never seen something that clean.
Word.
Yeah, so
Daniel Jones earning his money, man. That's all.
Real quick. I got to just throw this out there. I wouldn't mind Devontae coming to the Steelers. Man.
Nah, you don't want that because that's going to piss off George Pickens even more.
Yeah, y'all saw what he did to y'all guy that got the turnover at the end of the game. He came up in his face. He grabbed his face mask and slammed him.
Yeah, he's a problem, yo.
Yeah. He out there with the Pooh Shiesty mask on and everything too. It's like, yo, he's just out there thugging, yo. Wilding, yo.
Now, I like that from Pickens though, because they need to get him the ball.
Yeah, we do. I swear I don't know what plays we got in our playbook, man. I swear I could probably play quarterback for them. They book so thin, yo.
But I think that could be because of Justin Fields too. I think they're going to a skeleton playbook.
Yeah, because Russell was supposed to be the guy, right?
Right.
And then he broke his hand or something like that. That makes sense.
But 3-2 ain't bad.
Let's go down.
No, I was saying 3-2 ain't bad, and
it ain't.
To be honest with you, Justin, he has. The weird thing is he's been playing the last 2 games better than the first 3 games, but they've been losing.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just like his stats are better. He just seems like he's making better decisions, crisper throws. But like you said, Kay, it's the playbook. It's like What is he calling, yo? I mean, like,
I don't know, Cliff. I don't know, Cliff, because that dude had like 40 yards passing at halftime.
I know.
They don't trust him. You can tell they don't trust him at all.
That dude had 40 yards pass. I think it was 46 or something like that at halftime. Me and Walt looked at the board like, what?
But what did he didn't he finish with over 300?
Nah.
He finished with something big, yo.
It was like 100 and something or whatever.
Oh, really?
Like Dak had over 300.
Oh, okay. Okay, that was it. I knew he passed for a lot more in the second half, but
yeah, he did.
So listen, I want to go down to week 5. Cliff, myself, and who else was it? Coach E.
Cool.
Right? Coach, yeah, Coach.
State, Jersey or New York.
We're gonna go down the list right fast. Baltimore Falcons. No, Buffalo. Who's that? Who played the Falcons? Bucks.
The Buccaneers.
Yeah.
Cliff had the Falcons. Coach had the Bucks. Hakeem had the Falcons. Falcons won.
What a game! Wow.
Good, yeah, really good game.
Really good game.
Yeah. I think that trade for what's the boy's name? The quarterback. What's your man's name?
Kirk Cousins.
That was a great pickup. You know, everybody questioned it.
Shit, forget him. Raheem Morris. That was the
Raheem Morris doing his thing down there. Definitely.
Yeah.
Jets Vikings. Cliff had the Jets. Coach and Hakeem had the Vikings. Panthers. Who's that? Browns. We all picked the Browns.
No, it wasn't Panthers Browns.
No, it wasn't.
It was Bears.
We all
Bears. The Bears Browns.
Bears Browns. Bears Panthers.
Can't read my own handwriting, y'all. Sorry about that. Raiders Broncos. We all picked the Broncos. Cardinals 49ers. Cliff and Hakeem picked the Cardinals. Coach went with his trash ass team. Browns Commanders. Cliff had the Browns. Coach and Hakeem had the Commanders.
Oof, that was oof.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yo, let me give a shout out and before and interrupt real quick because Jane Daniels is doing that cat. We really need to watch him as far as like on the scales of Pat Mahomes.
Yeah.
Because this one stat that I read is probably the craziest that I've ever read. He has 23 scoring drives and only 19 incompletions. Okay, did you hear what I just said?
Wow.
This cat has 23 scoring drives and only 19 incompletions, bro.
Yeah.
He's doing his thing, yo.
That's the reason why that we go into that Washington game because I want to see him play them. And I mean, I'm scared of that game.
He looks
they
for
might
real.
run us about the building, but I just want to see it in person. I want to see him do his thing out there.
And they got a new coach, but Dan Quinn's manning that defense, and he got pieces around them. So yeah, they look for real, yo. They look for really do. They really look.
When do the Cowboys play them?
We got them. It's ridiculous, but we got them after a 5-game stretch after our bye, which is and that whole 4 games before them, it's at Atlanta, it's at San Francisco, it's Philly, and it's one other team, and then we got at Washington.
Is Washington the Thanksgiving game?
Yeah.
It might be.
It might be. Yeah.
It sound like it.
Yeah.
It sound like it.
Yep.
But
that's gonna be crazy.
I ain't looking forward to that game. I mean, this season maybe. I'm just hoping we split going into that because we got a gauntlet coming up.
I think y'all gonna beat San Francisco.
Hey,
I don't
hey,
know why. I
hey,
could be,
hey, hey.
I could be. I don't know. That's just a gut. That's just a gut feeling. I think y'all going. I think Atlanta is going to tear y'all up. I think Atlanta is still riding high.
And then we got Philly.
Y'all gonna beat Philly.
That's at home. But then coming up, we got Detroit. I mean Detroit at home, and we haven't won at home yet. So.
And you won't be winning at home. So
it's a tough schedule, yo. Well, I mean, either way, we got the bye after this win. But if we can somehow get a win, if we can beat Detroit and go into the bye 4-2 off a win, I have better, hopes for our season. But I'm expecting us to lose. I know Hawks gonna go down the list later, but I'm gonna actually pick Detroit. To be honest with you.
All right, so we can actually go down that list right now. We got the 49ers, Seahawks, at Seahawks.
I got 49ers.
I got 49ers.
Yeah, give me the Niners.
I'm going with the Niners.
I'm going with the Niners.
We lose again, the season's over. That's 0-4 in the division.
Yeah, that's
oh wow.
That'll be tough to climb out of, yo.
Yeah, it's a wrap. We lose this week.
Wow. Y'all are 0-3 already. That's right.
Yep.
That Rams game.
Wow.
That Rams game hurt, and this Cardinals game has a lead in the fourth quarter in both of them.
Yeah, and that Cardinals game, right?
Y'all are 0-3 in the division.
All right, Cliff.
Okay. I feel better about myself now.
Nah, that's a wild season, man.
It is.
It is, man.
So we got the Buccaneers at the Saints.
Ooh, that's a good game.
I got the Saints.
I got the Saints.
Got the Saints.
Yeah. Just for the sake of being a contrarian, I'm gonna go with the Bucks, man. They already in New Orleans because they got away from the hurricane. Playmaker Baker. I'm gonna just be a contrarian, but I wouldn't be surprised if New Orleans wins.
Nah, I'm good with it. I'm good. Saints.
All right. Commanders at Ravens.
Ooh.
I'm gonna go Ravens.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Ravens.
I'm going with the Ravens. I don't think the young boy's seen the defense like he about to see this week.
I agree.
Nah, not yet. Yeah.
Everybody, Will, what's up?
Yeah, Baltimore. Yeah. I'm going
Baltimore too.
Cards at the Packers. I'm going Packers.
Packers.
Yeah.
Who is it?
Cardinals at Packers.
I'm going Cardinals.
Cardinals at Packers. Packers.
Because it ain't cold yet.
Yeah, I mean, I get that. That's a good point.
They don't have no advantage yet.
You said Packers?
Packers.
Kai?
Yeah, Packers. Definitely Packers.
Colts at Titans. The Booty Bowl.
Oh yeah, that's the bum bowl for the week. Yeah, right there.
I'm going Colts though.
I'm gonna go Colts too, yeah, because that's a bum bowl. Titans, who Will Levis. They caught. Like, I don't. They're terrible, yo.
Colts.
Yeah, I'm going Colts too.
Colts.
I haven't watched one Titans game this season, to be honest with you, but I'm gonna just go Colts because I really don't know, but I'm not impressed at all with the Titans.
Texans at the Patriots. I'm going Texans.
Texans all day. Patriots are bums.
Yeah, Texans.
D'Amico Ryans, baby. Texans.
Yo, think of what the 49ers have given up the last few years, defense coordinators.
Yep.
Jesus.
Salah, D'Amico. Yeah.
Jeez.
Salah might be coming back.
I hope so. I hope he's in San Francisco right now.
Yo, yeah, that'd be a nice homecoming, excuse me.
Okay. We got the
What's up, Hawk? You froze?
Crickets.
Yeah, he's frozen.
Hot.
All right, you
you
back.
froze for a second,
You froze.
Oh, okay. I said Browns at the Eagles. I'm going Eagles.
Eagles.
Eagles, yeah, Eagles.
Yo, what is going on with Deshaun Watson,
That's why
man?
I'm going Browns.
He's not getting massages no more, man.
That's why I'm going Browns. If anybody needs a win, because he's probably getting get benched, Joe.
Nah,
Yeah.
I don't see how you can't bench him at this
he
point.
might be benched this week.
Nah, well, I think they'll give him at least this game.
So, Kay, you got the Eagles, right?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, because the Browns look terrible, man.
Yeah. And the Eagles coming off a bye.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's right.
I tell you what, though, if the Eagles do lose, that coach is fired too.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Yes.
To the Browns? Absolutely.
And Jalen, the rumor is Jalen does not like him at all.
Yep.
Wow.
Crazy. It's not even a rumor. Jalen's really saying it for the most part now.
Oh wow.
I mean, I can go with that, but honestly, watching Jalen, man, Jalen's mad inaccurate, man.
He is.
Like he is super inaccurate, man. Like I don't know what he be doing either. Like sometimes watching him throw the ball, I'd be like, what is he doing, yo?
Mm-hmm. That's why they got him up out of Alabama.
Yeah,
well,
sure did. Yeah.
We can't discount how much Kelsey helped that brother, yo. We can't.
Right.
It was his center. He made all the calls at the line. I mean, obviously he was his center, so it started.
Damn, that's a good point. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's probably helping them out, calling out coverages, calling certain things and giving them certain cues up there. Now he don't have that, man. So it's just like, man, he out there trying to read the defense and he can't, man. And it's just he's mad inaccurate, man. Like I was just like, whoa, I didn't know he was that bad, yo.
Mm-hmm.
That's an incredible take. I didn't. You're right. The center is the center of the offense.
Yeah.
He's the signal caller, yo.
And he had him from day one, remember? And we all know how good Kelsey was. You know what I'm saying? It's not like he was just anybody. So it's tough sledding.
Eagles straight across?
No, I'm gonna stick with the Browns.
Stick with the Browns.
Yeah.
To the Eagles.
Eagles.
And Kai said the Eagles. What we got next?
Raiders Steelers.
Fuck you high, dude. He frozen now.
Yo, your computer high? What's going on, huh?
Chargers at Broncos.
Chargers,
Broncos. Ooh.
I say
Chargers.
I'm gonna go Chargers off the bye.
Chargers.
Yeah, Chargers.
Straight across.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Broncos. I like what they're doing right now. Bo Nick's looking good out there.
Steelers, Raiders.
Steelers.
I got Steelers.
We better not lose to no Raiders, man.
Raiders look like trash. They imploding in front of our eyes.
Falcons, Panthers. Going Falcons.
Falcons.
Yo, I think the Panthers should try and play in the SEC right now.
Right. Right.
Last game of the season, but this is the last one. Lions at Cowboys.
Lions.
Lions.
I'm taking the Lions too. I hate to do it, but
I'm taking the Cowboys.
This is Dan Campbell's revenge game from that
it really
eligible
is.
receiver.
It really they want the Cowboys bad.
Yeah. Same team too.
I'm going.
I know he fired up this week too. He fired up.
Unless he's the one who blows it. I mean,
how many wins in a row have Detroit had?
Oh, I don't know.
Well, what are they 4-1? Just 4 because they lost their first game, right?
Okay, so 4 straight.
4 straight.
They do for a loss.
Oh, okay.
At home against the Cowboys,
Well, the Cowboys is looking for their first win at home. I mean, they got a lot to play for. I just think Detroit's better, and they're gonna be.
They're better than Dallas.
That motivation from last year, I think.
Yeah. I'm gonna just say it like this, man. If it's the same like with Parsons and Lawrence still out, and if Parsons don't play, Lawrence is out indefinitely anyway. And if Parsons don't play again this week, man, Montgomery and Gibbs gonna run through the Cowboys.
That's true, because that offensive line is no joke.
Exactly. They ain't gonna be the Steelers out there trying to run the ball with Najee tiptoeing. They gonna run through the Cowboys.
Yeah, it could get ugly, yo. Really can. Dak is gonna have to throw his way through that one.
Yeah.
You said Cook is Cook. What's the boy's name?
Yeah, Dalvin Cook could be playing.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, he's gonna be. I mean, we just not gonna be able to stop them. That's gonna be a problem.
It's gonna be a shootout. It
is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, we'll see. How they do for a loss. Okay. WNBA news, y'all.
They playing now.
Aces no 3-peat.
Yep, Aces done.
They went down. But the Liberty will probably get their first one. They're clearly the best and have been all year. Which is
I don't think it's gonna be easy. Whoever they play, because especially if it's on Minnesota, because Minnesota they sneaky good.
Oh yeah,
man.
no, they're right there, yo. They're right there. They played it. I wonder who's gonna. I think the Lakers.
No, they're playing now.
They're playing now.
Yeah,
they're playing now. I'm watching it now.
Who's winning?
It's on the commercial right now, but Minnesota was up a few minutes ago.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's gonna be close. It's been good.
This is game 5.
Yeah, this is it. Winner takes all tonight.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind seeing a Connecticut New York championship.
Yeah, that'll be a good one. I mean, Connecticut's been one of the top teams all season.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they finished with a 3 seed. So I mean, they right there. And to be honest with you, I want to say that the season series between those two teams are not only tied, but it's been like close most of the games. So that game is going to be close.
Yeah. Let's see. I think the Liberty is due though.
Yeah.
I like the fact that the Liberty are excited. They've been doing a lot of well-deserved celebrating and all that, but that was not the championship. That was the semifinals. And Sabrina Ionescu, she was terrible on Friday.
Yeah, she's good.
She's great. No, she's good, but I need her to stay focused because Friday she can't have more games like Friday.
Yeah,
she was terrible the game before that. The one that they lost. The one they lost, I think she might have ended with like 4 points or something like that. The other game.
Yeah,
the game that the Aces won.
Yeah, game 3. Yep.
Game 3. She was horrible.
She was terrible. Yeah, she was terrible. I think only point she had was like a free throw or something like that.
Yeah, she was horrible that game.
Like that though. I think she gonna get it together.
Well, isn't that coming off of game 1 where she had 30?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think she's just basically was just been terrible since. But yeah, she'll be all right. Liberty got too many.
And Minnesota spanking Connecticut right now. They up 31-18.
Oh, it's over. Yeah. well, it's a game of runs.
It ain't over. It's only second quarter. It's like 9 minutes left in the second quarter, and Connecticut just scored, so it's 31-20, but it's 11-point lead.
Oh yeah,
Early in the second quarter.
Let's see. Okay.
Let's go Liberty.
Right. Yeah. I hope the Liberty get this.
So, Cat is in New York.
Yeah.
I think it's a smart move. I think
did y'all see the press conference with DiVincenzo and Randall?
No.
Yeah, they real happy to be in Minnesota.
Right.
I don't know anybody who's ever been that happy to go to Minnesota.
Woo, man! I told y'all. I said they're not gonna be happy about that at all. Man. It's New York.
Randall.
What? His face was.
What are you talking about? What, Cat's face going to New York?
Well, no. With Randall and DiVincenzo face going to Minnesota.
Yeah, they didn't look happy, but they said all the right things.
Oh, you gotta say the right things.
They memorized the PR.
Yeah.
You got the spiel. You gotta spit them bars. But you could tell he wasn't happy.
I think it hit them that they were in Minnesota.
When that hawk come in the middle of December, they're gonna get hit.
Word.
My God, it is cold out there.
It ain't nothing to do.
Yeah, they were thinking,
cold out
they
there.
They hang out the mall.
But for DiVincenzo, he was in what? He was in Milwaukee.
Yeah, he was in Milwaukee before.
So,
but his first game with Minnesota, I think he was 5 for 5. You know, had 3 threes, like so.
And he kind of wanted to get. I think.
Oh no, he wanted to
He wanted to get out of New York.
Yeah, because they told him that his role would be diminished, so he was like not happy about that at all.
I don't think that Mikal Bridges is going to be that piece that they think he's going to be in New York.
Yeah, because he's not the shooter that DiVincenzo is. DiVincenzo opened a lot of things up for Jalen to do his thing in the paint.
Exactly.
I disagree. I think Bridges is going to be that.
It's going to be crazy in New York.
But what it does is against Boston, they match up really well against Tatum and Brown.
Yeah.
Bridges and Hart. Now you got 2 guys.
He's a great wing defender. Yeah, absolutely.
Yes. And that's what this move was.
Yeah, it is.
All about Boston.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see the Philly Cat and Embiid matchup because they got beef from
season. Yeah.
That's why they said Cat ain't got no heart. I was like, he had Joel Embiid in the headlock.
But the thing with that is it works to Cat's advantage because Embiid not going to take him in the post. He's going to be out on the wing and 3-point line. So that helps Cat out.
Or elbow or at the elbow.
Yeah. So Cat can defend out there. He's like,
yeah.
Is Cat the answer to Porzingis? What you say?
Same with Porzingis. Porzingis do the same thing. He's shooting threes or he's at the elbow. Same thing.
Yeah. See, if you want to really hurt Cat, you got to take him in the post. Make him defend in the post. He don't like that.
And again, Cat thinks he's the best skilled big man in the league, but possibly ever. Okay, so he bringing all that to New York. All right.
Well, he might be the best shooter big though. He might be that. He can.
Well, that's what he said though. He said, "I'm the best shooting big ever."
He might be right. He might be right.
Uncle West just hopped in.
Yeah, I got this guy here, fellas, and I couldn't not get on if he KG.
Wait, you were stuck in traffic coming from the Houston Astros game?
Oh no, the Astros, that was last week. They eliminated.
I know you were stuck in traffic all the way from them.
I was like, let me make it home quick. I text Hawk. I was like, I got to get home fast today, because I know Kay was all up in Pittsburgh.
Yeah, I was, man. I had a good time though. Even though we took the L, dope, I had a great time, man.
That was dope.
Yeah, well, so we had our NFL conversation. I don't know if you got anything you want to put in, anything important you need to express.
Nah, I still feel is Kansas City and then everybody else.
Yeah,
that's how I look at it. I think it's wide open. I mean, I know the Commanders are doing things, but the Giants are the only team they beat with more than one win. So I have to wait and see on them. I like Baltimore, like what they're doing. It's gonna be hard to stop them. Their defense is struggling. So it's really Kansas City and everybody else to me. It's wide open, if you ask me.
I do. If you look at it, the only person to me at this point right now, if you think about it, that can challenge Kansas City from the AFC would be Baltimore at this point.
Yeah, I would say the same thing. Like they wanted to be Buffalo, but I don't see that.
Nah, it ain't Buffalo.
Yeah,
it's not Buffalo, but the Chiefs don't play Baltimore this year, do they?
I don't think
they
so.
Did already. They
No,
played
they
the
beat
first
them.
game of the year.
Oh, that's right.
of the
First game of the
season.
year. That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
They beat them
Yep.
already.
Yeah,
Beat them. Yeah, the Chiefs beat them already.
Yeah.
I mean, the Chiefs undefeated, but I don't want to count that first game as a
Yeah, because they ain't really beat them. It was 6 inches, toe on the
right.
line.
Yeah, exactly. Ooh.
Oh, right. The likely catch, right?
Yep.
And the pass that
zone,
he
yeah.
missed, he missed the 6 inches was on the line, but the other one he just missed right before
Yeah,
that.
the other one, the dude was wide open. Yes.
Yeah, he was wide open.
The
Yeah.
story is crazy with Kansas City and Baltimore right now.
Yeah, a lot of that was on Lamar running the
Like
clock
back
down.
to the first game of the year, if the two of those teams remain like the top 2 teams in the league,
Yeah.
and they hope, I don't know if they play in the AFC Championship.
Well, that game is going to decide it. That's what's crazy about it.
Story.
That game is probably going to decide the 1 seed in the AFC.
Well, then that means that we play the Chiefs then.
I agree with you
at
too,
some
Kay.
point. Yeah, at some point we played them.
Yeah. Yep.
Next
But I got
one,
nothing really
7-2.
else on the NFL, man. I just feel like, Kansas City is their defense has caught up to their offense, and their offense is struggling, but they got Mahomes and a good defense. So that's all you really need in a championship coach.
Yeah.
So
and you got a resurgent Juju out there.
Yeah,
Juju was out there going for his last night.
Yeah, Juju was actually balling for sure.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And that's not to be taken lightly because he's definitely probably on par, if not better than Rashee Rice. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's true.
How long is Rice out?
The year.
Oh, he's out for the year?
Yeah, he's out for the season.
Oh.
Yep.
What's
going on in the Bay?
Uh-oh.
I'm just curious.
Well, your boy Coach shows up with a cigar anyway.
Yeah,
I know he does, but I'm just asking. I just didn't know what's going on in the Bay.
I want them to fire Shanahan. That's what I want.
Man, I was like, man, every time I look up, they winning in the fourth quarter and then they lose.
And then they lose. Yeah. Fire Shanahan, man. He can't win the close.
Man.
Salah coming back. He coming back.
I was about to say, get Salah back there to shut that down.
Yeah, there you go. That's good talk.
What's your thoughts on that?
It's messed up. I mean, Aaron Rodgers is 41 years old trying to look for his next career, man. And that's the bottom line.
He already got it. The Pat McAfee show.
Yeah, basically. So, I mean, they got the same problem the Cowboys got. Ownership. Woody Allen and Jerry Jones. Period.
What did I say earlier, y'all?
Yep.
Yeah.
It's ownership.
That's all that is.
The way that went down was extremely whack. And it's like,
it was whack. You don't do that.
What he said, he didn't
do
even
that.
tell Joe Douglas.
He
said he just did it.
He wore the Lebanese flag on his sleeve.
Who's that?
Salah. I guess he's
Salah. Salah. Wow.
I'll say Salah. Salah.
Well, he's Lebanese, isn't he?
Yeah, he's been wearing that patch for the past 3 seasons, though.
Okay.
Really?
Yeah, he wore it. He definitely wore it last season. I know that was some talk, but he definitely wore it last season.
Wow, that's powerful. That is powerful.
I get why it's a thing with everything going on in the world. But,
yeah, it's tight in the Middle East right now.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So, all right. So that's football. That's it.
I ain't got nothing else for you.
Well, we were talking about Cat in New York and
I like that trade, man. I really like that trade.
Yeah.
For
I
both
do
teams.
too.
For both teams.
Yep.
Because I think it is a lot of guys on Minnesota that now it opens it up for. And they can play like Reed is good. He can step up and DiVincenzo adds that shooting guard that they needed.
Yep.
And then they still got Julius Randle over there. So and then the Cat, playing in New York, I think that's what he wanted.
I think Anthony Edwards going to win the MVP.
Who?
Anthony Edwards.
He might.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll see.
I'm calling it early. He going to win the MVP.
Okay. Yeah, that was a good. I like the deal. I like it a lot.
Yeah. Minnesota got some weapons now.
Mm-hmm.
They do.
And they got some dogs to go with Ant. I don't think he felt he had that before.
Yeah, I don't disagree with that. I just think it's a good deal for both squads.
Yep.
Yeah, I was a little concerned on Randall and DiVincenzo making the transition, like just going from New York to Minnesota.
They'd be fine.
I think Randall is Randall, man. I mean, he's really not as good as everybody thinks he is. He's a solid player, but he not the dude. He think he's better than that, but I think DiVincenzo adds the toughness that Minnesota needs to go along with Edwards.
Yep. And Randall's wife was very vocal about leaving New York and being happy about it. You know?
They got abused, man. They got abused in the not just with the media, with the fans, man.
Really?
They
did. She said, she felt like he was never appreciated, there.
I mean,
and she's right.
It's not far fetched. Yeah,
right. She's right.
Yeah, I think you're right. I just feel like, I think both things could be right about him. I think Randall don't need to be shooting the ball 27 times a game.
No, he doesn't.
He's not a super duper star where he should get 27 shots.
No.
And so the criticism probably wasn't warranted, but I don't think he was. He thought he was the guy, and he's really not the guy. He's a piece.
Yeah, but he was the guy. That's the thing.
See, it's always tough when you're the guy on a bad team.
I just think I think he was the guy of the necessity as well. Like I don't really think he was ever.
Well, yeah. I mean that. Yeah, but he can only play for the time he's playing in. You know what I'm saying? And he won.
Because the thing, if you think about it from the psychology standpoint, he really came there on some. We really wanted KD, and we thought we were getting KD, and then he went across town.
Yeah.
We got to get somebody to satisfy this fan base. We'll get this guy from the Lakers.
Yeah.
And they kind of souped him up. Then all of a sudden, he started playing well. They made the playoffs. He became an all-star. He read his own press clippings. And
wasn't he on Minnesota though already before he went to? Wasn't he back there before when he went to the Lakers? Before he left the Lakers, did he go somewhere between the Lakers and the Knicks?
Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah, I don't know if it was Minnesota, but it was the Lakers.
I thought he was New Orleans, Lakers, Knicks.
Oh, Pelicans. That's what it was. I know it was on another squad.
But that was before it. Yeah.
Yeah, he was in New Orleans first.
Got it.
Yeah,
okay.
So he kind of like, I think Coach made that point, but he believed it because they put it on him. They told him he was the man in New York.
Yeah, but I think to be honest with you, he kind of played like it though. I mean, he brought them back to respectability. He got them into the playoff. He was a 20, 24, and 10 guy. I mean, he just choked him. I like Randall. I'm a Knicks fan, diehard. I didn't mind him at all. I just think that playoff time, he choked. You know what I'm saying? He was selfish, and he wasn't that cat, even though they put him in that position, but he did as much as he can do.
He's not a killer. That's the problem. He's not a killer. And when you in that position, you got to be a killer.
Yeah,
especially in New York.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Jalen is that guy. That's
Jalen is good, man. Jalen is good for real.
Yep. And that's why I think Cat's going to do really well because he don't have to be a killer.
No.
You said it. Yep.
I like it. Like I said, I like it for both squads. I think it's going to be a good year for the Knicks.
Yeah, but there is a concern with Cat, and I think you pointed this out earlier, Coach. Him on the block.
Oh, he's not going to be on the block. He's not going nowhere near the block. So I think he's allergic to it.
Who's that person on the block for the New York Knicks?
That's
Jenny.
Mitchell Robinson when he come back.
Mitchell Robinson when he come back. Achua.
Preston Achua, yeah.
They like doing that dirty work. They like that.
Josh Hart.
Josh Hart can go down there too.
Tough guy down there.
Yep.
True. What Colin plays on the elbow a little bit too sometimes. Brunson.
Yeah.
And they still got what's
which is weird because Brunson's like really to be a small guard, he's really good with post moves.
Yes. Yeah. Well, because he plays off 2 feet.
Right.
He plays off 2 feet. Yeah. So he can do a lot in there, I like the Knicks how they set up. They're going to invert a lot of people.
Yeah, and nobody's really talking about it or saying or making a comparison, but Cat is just a better Hartenstein, dude. He does the same things. He's just a better Hartenstein.
He's a way better Hartenstein.
That's my point. Like, people loved how Hartenstein was and like the fact that they lost him, but I mean, he takes them out. He spreads them out. Cat gives that energy. Hartenstein's probably a little bit better defender, but Cat fits in perfectly, yo.
Yeah, he does.
He's gonna spread the floor. Now you got to really cover up Jalen Brunson. Jalen Brunson can run free, do whatever. And then you got OG and all the rest of them sitting around for the kickouts and all of that. It's just gonna be crazy. Yeah, you still got OG.
Yeah.
So yeah. It's gonna be. The Knicks gonna be tough, man.
We got Bridges.
Yeah, I wouldn't even say Bridges, but I'm still tripping on the fact that y'all compared Cat to Hartenstein. Wait. What did I miss in the last
I know
but that's why I said a way better.
Way better.
But that's why I said a way better because I'm not comparing them to no Hartenstein. That's why I said way better.
What I'm saying is what Hartenstein gave the Knicks is what Cat is going to do on a much higher level.
Yes.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Because Hartenstein spread them out. He gave that energy.
Yeah, I just needed you to clear that up for me because I was struggling over here. Like, wait.
Yeah, I knew what he meant though.
Oh man, I was like, wait, what did I miss in the NBA with Hartenstein and Cat being compared? I got you. That makes sense. I
think Hartenstein helps the Thunder though. I think he improves that team.
He does.
Absolutely.
He does.
I think
he does.
They're going to be the favorite out of the West for me.
Yeah. Oh, you did say that.
Yeah.
Like that's
a good pickup right there for them.
Man, and they got my boy from Chicago that used to be at the Lakers.
Caruso.
Oh my God.
The Caruso.
Yeah.
That was that.
They may be right there again at number one.
I got to roll. Great chatting, man. I'll see y'all next week.
Always.
All right, yo.
Peace.
Yeah. Who else? What y'all think about Dallas for real?
The Mavericks?
They're gonna be good.
They're gonna be good, but the problem's gonna come for them on the defensive end.
On defense, yeah.
Because Clay can't defend anymore like he used to.
Yeah.
And Luka plays no defense.
Well, isn't Luka hurt? Didn't something happen to him like this week?
It don't even matter if Luka is 100%. He just don't play defense.
He don't play defense.
Luka Doncic. No Doncic. It's no D in his name. Luka Doncic.
Yeah, they just don't. Their perimeter defense is going to be terrible. Yeah. Because that's the one thing Derrick Jones gave him. He was a defender.
Yeah. He was a defender and long defender, long arms, everything. Like
he was
I don't know who did
shots. Like he was a defender. They have no defense on the perimeter right now. You got one guy who don't play it, one guy who can't play it, and the other guy who will play when he feels like it. So,
well, they're gonna try to run you out the gym. It's gonna be 130 to 128 games. That's what's gonna be.
Yeah, I agree. I think it will be a bunch of high scoring games.
Yeah.
And Luka trying to pad his and them trying to give him that MVP. Watch.
Luka is the Josh Allen of the NBA.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yes.
Exactly.
Josh Allen of the NBA.
That is a good comparison, yo.
That's accurate.
Say it again.
The Josh
Allen of the NBA, Luka.
Yeah.
He is, yo.
And they want
that so bad. Like I watched the first 3 games of the football season, and they were like handing him the trophy. And I said after week 3, even when they were 3-0, I said it's going to take 7 bad games for them not to give it to him at this point.
Yeah.
like even right now, he's still probably the favorite. Like that's just how it is.
He's like they want him to be great.
They want him to be the MVP so bad. Yep. But yeah, Luka, that's Luka for me.
Yeah, Luka does not play any defense. He
Let me tell you, man, the Rockets gonna be good this year too.
Yeah,
they were
Yeah,
good last year.
They
boys,
were they
yeah,
were they were right there last year. They're gonna be good this
Yeah.
year.
yep.
Well,
Yeah.
I've been trying to line up some nights out there to go to Toyota Center already because I'm like I think they're gonna be good.
Yeah, they are.
It's going to be exciting. Them young boys play hard and they
Yeah.
really athletic.
Yeah, Idoka gonna have them balling,
Yeah.
playing
Yeah.
tough.
With a chip on his shoulder.
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
We got the Suns. They
I
played.
missed the. They played the other night, right?
They played the Lakers the other day. Beat them by
Yeah,
10.
I heard, but I didn't see the game.
I still think the Suns are trash, though.
I agree.
I don't. I don't know what to say about the Suns.
Yeah, I don't have no comment on the Suns.
Yeah, I'm interested to see what Chris Paul does with Wembanyama.
Oh, Chris Paul's in San Antonio now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think
He gonna get on Wembanyama's nerves.
So you don't think at the point guard position being able to set that big boy up and spacing?
Oh no, he's gonna set him up. Yeah.
I just think that the San Antonio has so many young players, and I just think the other dudes aren't gonna care for Chris Paul.
Wow.
Well, the
I
other
can believe
problem
that.
with that is they already don't care for Wembanyama.
Yeah, that's what you could tell that last year when he was there. Like who's that dude that they gave all that money to? Like I was like, who is this guy?
Who, Bassel?
Like some 3-and-D guy or 2. I don't know if he's a 3 or a 2. I'm not sure, but they gave him a lot of money.
Vassell or Vassell or whatever his name is?
Vassell. That's what it was. I was like, yeah. Like I could tell like down the stretch of the year, like he was like, I get all the money here, man. This is my team.
Yeah, you could tell they didn't like Wembanyama, and now you bringing in another guy, hopefully that nobody really likes anyway. But you know, I think he'd be good for Wembanyama, but not the rest of them.
Yeah,
right. I agree.
Wow.
Yeah, that's what I agree with you too. I think that's the Wembanyama pick, and then that's about it. And Chris Paul is on the thread anyway.
Yeah. And I think Pop gonna love coaching Chris Paul because it's like having another coach on the floor.
Yeah. He'll be able to. He'll be an extension on the court.
There's that respect factor that you talked about.
Yeah, for sure.
And they probably build everything around him anyway.
Right.
All the negative seeds or whatever. I mean, listen, it's all about the Wemby build anyway. the Wemby build out.
Yeah. So with that being said, you don't think that he potentially may end up being an MVP?
Possible.
I think it's too soon. I think he's gonna have a monster year.
He could.
I think so. I think he might. They're gonna push. I mean, yeah. But then you say, like, I don't know if he's gonna really be able to. They're not gonna win a bunch of games. And then you got to think about it too. Like they've been pushing, like you said, the whole Luka Doncic train for the longest. So Luka's always going to be up there. And then the only person, like you said, Coach made a good one that's probably going to fight him this year is Ant-Man. Because Luka's going to be front running.
I'm going to pick Jason Tatum to win MVP this year.
Well, he should play with a chip on his shoulder. He should.
That's what I'm going to bet on that. I know he's going
to score 70 against Golden State. I'm going Luka. I'm going Luka.
I'm going to go on a limb. I'm going to go Ja.
Ooh, I like that.
Ooh.
I'm going to go his ankle the other day.
Ja Morant.
Hit his ankle and he kind of rolled it.
But have they changed the gun laws in Memphis?
I'm going Luka. I'm going Luka.
No, I still got Ant because I think Ant in their head-to-head matchups they play each other 4 times. I think Ant's going to give it to him every
he is.
time they play.
I'm not mad at that pick.
I'm gonna say
it's gonna be a good one either way. But hockey, you fell talk about your boy, yo.
The father and son duo.
Well, yeah, Bronny ain't looking too good, dude.
I saw that, Cliff, man. You put the little bug on Hakeem's Facebook. I didn't want to respond. As soon as I read the comments before I was gonna say something, and I left it alone. I was like, you know what? I'm never gonna go there. Because I'm like, a dude that got drafted as a top player, he's number 6 in the draft. That's a freaking beast on offense and had it's a solid NBA career. We're comparing what we saw: no points, 4 turnovers, and 3 fouls in 13 minutes. And and that's what we tried to do. Like, I just don't get it. Don't get it.
Hey, I really feel bad for Bronny, man. I really do. You know,
I did see the first game that they played.
he's trash.
And he had that driving layup I saw, but they were putting it on TV like that was like the best bucket of the NBA.
Yeah,
It was
that was
like,
his
are
own
we
study,
kidding
too.
me?
That was his own. He's trash.
It's terrible. He was standing still. I was like, yo, and the crazy part about it, Connect and Shiva, the dude from Indiana, the guard from Indiana they drafted last year, they was balling. And we looking at this dude, it's not even close.
Jalen Hood-Schifino,
yeah, it's like it's not even close. What are we doing?
I really like Connect, man. I mean,
Connect gonna be good.
Yeah, he is. He is.
Man, this is a clown show.
It is, but hey, they filling the seat.
They're gonna sell a lot of tickets. They're gonna be on TV every night, but it's a clown show. And who sent that post today? Was that you, Coach?
Yep.
The dude said, "We're not playing for championships. We ain't playing for nothing no more."
Word.
Like, I was like,
No,
can I have my team back, please?
Yeah. He said that he don't have anything to prove.
He didn't say nothing about winning championships. He said have nothing to prove. Like
basically hot, and within all of that, that's in a nutshell. That's kind of what you can get out of it.
Right.
Yeah, I get. He did say that, but you can
ball players,
translate it into that. But
all
he did
ball
say
players are
that.
playing for the chip.
Right. It's like at 40 years old, with the career he's had, is he going to do anything else to prove anything to anybody? Nope.
Yes, win a championship.
That doesn't like you still. If he does win a championship, you still gonna feel the same way about him.
No, I'm not. Actually, he goes into the conversation for me now because he got 5.
People, right, of course. People are still gonna feel the way they feel about him, and like at some point,
I think what the Lakers.
That does change, huh? That definitely does change because you like, yo, this dude wins a championship and he's an integral part at 40 years old. You look at him like, yo.
I was gonna say about the MVP. I was gonna say about the MVP. Yeah. If they stay healthy, AD could win the MVP.
Oh, well, that's a big if. I wouldn't put my money on that one.
Yeah,
I wouldn't put your money on that one. Anybody's money on this panel.
That's a bad bet.
I don't know. I don't agree. Only because how much better of a season can AD have than he had
a good year last year?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
so the only way for that to happen is if the Lakers end up being the number 1 seed.
He was out hurt a lot too last year.
No, he wasn't. AD played a lot last year, yo. He played almost all season.
He played a lot. No, he played a lot more than you're used to seeing him play.
Nah, AD played a lot last year.
I want to say AD played like 71 games last year.
Yeah, he played the most games he's ever
played. I think he might have played close to 70 games last year.
Yeah, AD played a lot last year, yo.
I mean,
the Lakers would have to win it. Not win it. They would have to be like a number 1 seed.
Right.
And him have the same year that he had last year.
The other thing is JJ Redick, man. Like, he's one of the most arrogant dudes out there, and he's gonna get humbled. Like, he really think he's like his shit don't stink. Like, so, and I'm sitting there saying, dog, this is not even your team. you being told what to do. Like, it's like, what are we doing here, dude?
You saying JJ Redick can't coach? What you saying right now?
I don't think he's. I don't think he's a bad. Like, I think he knows the game. I just don't know about him being a coach, man.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know.
I think there's a huge difference between being an armchair, coach, where you can see everything that's going wrong, and you got the aid of replay and all that stuff when you're in the studio, than being on the sidelines. or
it's
you
a
know,
big
being
difference.
in practice and everything.
Yeah,
You know, he has a great staff though. He has a great staff.
Yeah, he did put a nice staff together. But I'm just like I was looking at the first game and I was saying to myself,
let me ask you this.
Yep.
Right, because you know he's been around the game of basketball, played for what was his career, 12 year, 13?
Yeah, he played a lot.
He had a long career, yeah.
Probably at least.
Duke, Mike Krzyzewski, like, I mean, how much basketball do you think he knows? I mean,
he knows the game.
some basketball.
Nobody's questioning that.
I think he knows the game.
More than know the game, like being in situations, being on the sideline where certain things happen. Like
Magic Johnson knows the game. Terrible coach. Larry Bird knows the game. Terrible.
Yeah. I mean, and then Magic Johnson and Larry Bird, they're arrogant, but in a different way. JJ Redick is arrogant, like he thinks, like he walks around like he's the shit. Like he talks.
He wasn't even that dude as a player.
Yeah, it's like it's weird. Like there's no humility with him. That's the other problem with him.
Yeah,
that's like okay.
That's that Duke arrogance.
Well, he got that. He got this a little bit of that. I'm the smartest guy in the room with him.
Yeah. That's what it is about him.
Yep.
I'm the smartest dude in the room.
We'll know pretty soon.
See.
Though. Listen, there's no off nights in the NBA. We'll know real soon how good he is. Okay?
Nah,
he's gonna be exposed.
But they gotta do something though, because I watched the first game and I know it's early, but dude, the kid from Indiana, Connect, you still got Gabe Vincent, you still got D'Angelo Russell. Where does this fit in, man? Like, it does not fit in. It just does not there's not one. I didn't see, like, I'm trying to figure out where it fits in. And it's like, yo, this is not gonna be a good look for somebody that gets cut.
Look, you don't think that this is just the moment and then we move on? He's like, you know what I mean?
I'm not sure. I can't really call it. Like, I thought in the beginning it was going to be the preseason day. You know, LeBron picked up full court to stand next to Bronny. Yeah, everybody took the pictures. That's hot. I get it. That was dope. You can't hate on something like that. That was a big moment. But now we got to move on. You don't belong in the NBA, dog. And I think what it is that play in the NBA. I think he can play in the NBA, but not now. He just doesn't look ready.
I think what they're going to do is game one, he's going to check in. They're going to check in on the floor on a regular season together. Yep. After that, he's going to go to the G League.
Well,
I think you're right, Kay.
I think it's that, but they want to get him that first 2 points, because once he gets the 2 points, then now they're the all-time leading father and son duo in NBA history. And I think that's the one thing they're going to sell before they send them to the G League.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, he's gonna play game one. You're gonna check. He's gonna play, and like you said, he's gonna get a bucket. They're gonna try to get him a bucket. Obviously, get his 2 points. But after that, it's gonna, you're gonna send him down and work on it and develop him.
But in his contract,
what's that conversation you have with the player they cut or they put on the ice for him? That's what I'm trying to say.
His contract states that he doesn't
collateral damage, yo.
Yeah.
Hold on. So, coach, I know they said that he's on a roster, so a guaranteed roster spot. But does that mean when you're a guaranteed roster spot, that means you have to stay up and on the bench?
No.
Oh, no, God.
You're still in the G League. You're still in.
He can still go to the G League. He can still go to the G League.
The G League if it's a matter of injury or something like that. But they can't just, if you got a guaranteed roster spot, you got to be on that bench.
Yeah, I think he's one of the 15 players that's going to be on the bench.
Yeah.
I don't think that's good for him.
I've never heard of a 56 pick getting a guaranteed deal before even training camp.
Right.
But I get it. I mean, I get it, but it's like
the privileges.
What they're going to do?
We talk about privilege,
get injured.
But what white person is he taking? Like, everybody's black people all out here. Yo, it's a gangster move. What white person is he taking a job from?
Absolutely.
The NBA is full of niggas. I'm just saying. So what are we talking about?
Maybe it's Dalton Connect.
And what about the dude, the brother whose father's a bus driver that's been working hard that actually can play? And he don't got a billionaire dad.
You can't send Dalton to the G League because Dalton.
Nah, you can't still Connect. Connect can play.
Yeah.
Connect can play.
What you talking about?
Connect can play.
I think Connect's gonna get major run.
He gonna get a lot of minutes.
How
So
they
maybe, but I'm saying, but then you still got dudes like Castleton and all those dudes that's down there. It's gonna be one of them.
Yeah,
how they
it's
can
gotta
send him
be.
to the G League is he gets injured.
They still got the defensive dude.
Vanderbilt ain't even up there yet.
Yeah, Vanderbilt. They still got Vanderbilt. They
Oh
got
shit, I
Gabe
forgot about
Vincent.
him.
They got D'Angelo. They got Austin Reeves. They got Cam Reddish. Like these are all the guards. I'm
They
sitting there
still
saying,
got Gabe Vincent too.
yeah, Gabe Vincent. I said him.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. They got
And
Van
they got
like
and they got a rookie coach that's gonna try to make all this work.
They got the boy from Toronto at 7 feet.
Yeah.
Who's that?
The big tall center that they just signed.
They
Yeah.
just signed, yeah.
Yeah, 7 foot.
Bronny going to twist the ankle, and then that's going to be their excuse to send him to the G League. Because that's the only way you can go to the G League if you got a guaranteed spot.
Well,
it just looked
He'll
bad.
pull up with a
It looked bad. It didn't look.
Yep.
It didn't look good.
Pull up with a hammy, Cliff.
Yeah, that's what that Pops will be like. Bron be like, "Listen, it's time for you to go down, son. Hammy time. Hammy time."
Hey man, overall, I'm here for it though, man. I mean, I love to see it though. I want to see them get out there and make the history, and then move forward after that, though. After that, move forward, though.
Like
Yeah, you gotta move
I
forward.
don't have a problem
I
with
want to
them
see him
playing
throw
the
an
first
alley
game.
oop to LeBron. I want to see him throw a nice oop to LeBron, or vice versa. You know, I'm here for all that, but then send his ass to the G League.
Yeah,
You gotta say all that. What I guess for me, it's got to be a limit. Like, give me the first game. I get it. Let them make the history, but please, that's it. Like, come on. Like, give me a break. I could do history, but I can't go further than that.
And you know, Magic is in Jeannie Buss' ear. Like, look, he need to go to the G League. You know, he gonna stay in her ear the whole time. Send him to the G League.
Nah, I ain't not gonna. Was it a Thanasis? Nah, you can't beat that. Thanasis.
You can't beat Thanasis.
Can't beat Thanasis.
So let me ask this: so do they? If he's in a G League, do they practice with the Lakers?
No,
nah, I don't even know if if the G League team is in.
I don't think they're in the same building.
Yeah, I don't think it's.
I know they're still in LA because it's like Bayside or something like that. I don't know.
It's the
Bayside
Bayside Lakers,
Lakers
but I'm
or
trying to figure out where they
Where
are.
is that? I don't know. So, I don't know. Like that might be kind of tough because Brian gonna want to practice with him.
Right.
Yeah.
He gonna want him in the building.
Yeah. He's gonna want to practice with him so he could push him and try to develop him.
Yep.
Yeah, I just hope, and I don't want. I hope LeBron play the whole season because LeBron might have to go to court. You know, we don't know if he was at the Diddy party or not. We ain't sure.
Wow. Wow.
Oh, he was there.
Wow.
He was there.
He definitely was there.
He was.
He might have left. He might have left, but he was there.
Yeah,
Yo,
he might have left early.
D Wade is catching a bad one on this, and I'm like, dude, that's what happens when you put nail polish on.
I hope he's not on no tapes. I hope.
Man, like everybody was at the Diddy party. You know, like I'm like, yo, we got money on one of the brothers from Rutgers that was working for him. We everybody put $5 in. If he was down or not.
Not everybody, because I wasn't there.
Let's be clear.
I ain't never been nowhere near none of those parties.
I hear you.
I knew when to lead them parties.
I've been quiet.
Ho.
I've been quiet.
And I think KG will attest. It was Diddy parties, and then it was the after party.
After party, yeah.
I don't know nothing about them after parties.
I don't know nothing about no after party.
After parties, but I have been to a few of Puffy's parties.
Yeah. I went to a Diddy party at Martha's Vineyard, but I didn't go to no after party. It was right in the club, right there.
So when the first time I really built with KRS-One, right? He had come to Montclair State. And he saw me, told me to come backstage. First time I really kicked it with him. So he was like, yo, I'm on a lecture tour. You know, I want you to open up lectures for me. I'm like, okay. He was like, what y'all doing tonight, me and Tuffy? I was like, man, what's up? He said, nah, I got a show tonight. It's this promoter, the cat, this it's his first party at the Red Zone. His name is Puffy.
Yeah.
Funk Master Flex was the DJ. Yeah, no, it's all good. It's all good. Phenomenal. And
No, you only got in trouble when you went to the parties that's at the house.
But when you got to then I don't know nothing about that.
Yeah. If you're at the house, you got to leave at a certain time.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of folks have been to Diddy parties.
Yeah, I just hope LeBron not on no videos, man.
Nah, yeah. It was just because they put that thing on viral. When he said, "Ain't no party like a Diddy party," that was funny. But it's a bad look for the end. This for people, because you got a whole bunch of black people that are like doing their thing, and you just hope that it's one person that's going down, not a whole bunch. That's what I say.
Right. Yeah, because a lot of people tossed up in that could be ugly.
Yeah, man. It's not. It's gonna be some more people. It's all types of dips and turns on this one. It's gonna be some stuff, but I just hope is not. I hope the fallout is not as bad as it is looking.
Yeah, they're gonna ride this one out. Media's gonna have a field day with it. It's a story that everybody's locked in on, and it just keeps keeps on
giving every day. It just keep giving every day.
Even Woody Johnson stock done going up off of the Diddy stuff.
No, it's his whole story.
God.
Johnson and Johnson.
Yes, sir.
Man, I've never seen that much baby oil in my life.
That is crazy, yeah.
I was like, yo, that's crazy. But
not even CBS.
Yeah, I just always say bad boy. Won't stop, can't stop. Can't stop, won't stop. Take that.
Oh, God. Motherfucker puff.
Huh?
What
you doing? You doing some drilling with the town?
He put a new full court in the backyard.
You on mute, Jay? You on mute?
Nah, I'll open it back. Oh no, I didn't. Sorry about that.
Oh, I muted it. Oh no, I had put my phone on top of the water dispenser, then was dispensing water. That's what that was. And I didn't even think about it.
Oh man.
Oh man.
So yeah. So
hold up. What we think about my man in Memphis? I know you mentioned him, Cliff. I think John Morant, but how you think they gonna be? Because that team is pretty much being gutted.
They still got Jaren Jackson.
Yeah,
I think he's hurt.
Oh.
Yeah, he is hurt. I think he's starting off on the IR, isn't he?
Yeah.
And didn't Ja get hurt the other day? What's up with him?
I didn't hear about that.
Something about the gun holster in his shoe. Something crazy.
Nah, he was running down in the ball or something. I think he stepped on the ball or stepped on somebody's foot while he was running down. I saw it.
It was the ball. It was the ball. Dude went to go pass the ball to him, but it hit his foot. Like he stepped on it.
Yeah.
Weird accident. He's running full speed. And he stepped down.
Freak accident.
So I don't know how serious it turned out to be.
I'm expecting a big year from him though.
Yeah.
I think personally,
I was at Rutgers, Washington, last Friday.
Oh, good game.
Yeah, I went. I was up there. I went to the game.
Good game.
Yeah.
Hey, Rutgers doing anything?
They lost this week, but I was up there. I was like, somebody say let's get tickets for the game, and I was in the area, so I was like, yeah, I got to definitely run up in RU Stadium and watch Rutgers play. So that was cool.
My son was talking about that because they went to school with him. The Manon guy played for them, the running back.
Yeah, the running back.
Yeah, he said that he said that he was because that's the younger brother. They said that he's good. Yeah, because the older brother, I remember him. He was in school with my older son. They went to school over here together.
Yeah, he tried to get the Pacheco deal.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yep. But it was a good look. The campus looked good. I didn't recognize it. I was like, my God, what happened to Livingston? It looks like a
word. Livingston looks great, don't it?
It's crazy, man.
Looks great.
It's crazy. Yep. But it was dope to be up there.
Yeah.
Yep.
Should Rutgers win out, they can make the playoffs, maybe.
Well, they only got to win 2 more games and they bowl eligible.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
This playoff gonna make it
They
really
should have beat
interesting.
Nebraska, to be honest with you. The quarterback is doo-doo. No real talk.
I can't pronounce his name, so I don't
Me
even.
neither. You gotta get a tissue if you say his name.
So this week I was
Kazoom tight.
I was having back and forth with the homie Doug Brown, Cliff.
Mm-hmm.
About his projection was the boy from Alabama was going to get the Heisman.
Not anymore.
Oh, Milroe.
Milroe's a B.
Lost, right?
Nope. That's over with.
They lost. They lost to Vanderbilt, right?
Yep.
Yeah, that's what I thought. They lost to Vanderbilt.
I forget who else was in the top 5. The top 5. But
the best player is still Travis Hunter, man. I know he's not he's the best player in college
football. The favorite
football.
right now is that running back from Boise State, Gentry. That's the favorite. He's the favorite right now.
They not giving the Heisman to nobody from Boise.
Have Travis Hunter in the top 5, and I felt like that was disrespect.
No, Travis Hunter is 2.
Huh? Since when?
He's 2.
Maybe the new. He's 2.
He's number 2, Cliff.
He's number 2. Travis Hunter right now is the second favorite.
Okay.
Travis Hunter gonna win the Heisman.
Yeah, he's the second favorite right now.
Last week. This must have been after this last weekend, because last week I was having a back and forth, and Milrose was his favorite. They didn't have Travis Hunter in the top 5. I was like, that's whack.
Travis Hunter should be top 5.
You can't give the Heisman to somebody from Boise State. It just don't look right.
Well, they're talking about if he rolls up, like if he gets like 2,500 yards and he just keeps balling, because he's legitimately balling. And
no, he is balling.
He's playing well for sure.
Is he playing offense and defense at like the highest?
Well, he's running 250 a game and like 2 or 3 touchdowns a game. I mean, listen, Travis Hunter, everybody's thinking he's gonna win it, but believe me, there's some other shots out there, like Cam Ward, that quarterback from Miami. He threw his name in the hat his hat in the rink this year. I mean, this past week.
And don't be surprised they start throwing that Manning name in there.
Yeah. Manning is.
All right, he playing though. He balling.
Yeah. He is.
Yo, he threw a look. Last person threw a look away touchdown was Pat Mahomes. He threw a look away.
Yeah. No, he's all the Mannings like rolled into one.
Yeah, he could play.
Yep.
Can't say nothing bad about him. He could play. Real talk. I saw 2 games. He could play.
What y'all think about Shador?
Shador could play too.
That could happen too. I mean, he may keep Travis Hunter in it, which keeps his name in there. So they may.
Shador's an NFL quarterback right now.
Yes. Yeah. Yes, he is.
Period.
Yes, he is.
Like I look at he got a slow heartbeat. He got good feet in the pocket. Mm-hmm. He's still athletic, and he throws passes. Like Shador throws better passes than a lot of quarterbacks in the NFL. Like they consider top 10 in the league right now.
He don't get his players hurt. A line yet.
Nope. He throws people open. That's the quarterback that you want to be. You want to be a quarterback that can throw people open.
Yep.
Yeah. Yep.
So, yep.
I think Milroe is going to definitely be one of the top ones in there.
Yeah, I just think that Vanderbilt loss really hurt. That hurt a lot.
He from this area.
Yeah. Where's he from?
Katy, Milroe.
Mm-hmm. Where's he from?
He's from Katy, Texas.
Yeah, that's a town. It's a town right next to my town.
Yeah.
I was thinking you in South Orange. I'm like, huh?
Nah.
Oh, that's right.
I didn't realize. I didn't even realize I reffed CD Lamb. CD Lamb played basketball, and I was like, damn, I forgot he was in the same area I lived in too, all those years.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, I was cracking up. I was like, that's right. CD Lamb was from this freaking area. Yep.
Crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Did anybody see the clip of Travis Hunter playing basketball?
Oh my God, boy's nice.
He can play.
Yeah,
he's. I don't know who he was playing against, but he looked good.
He's just a stud, man.
Yeah.
Stud athlete. That's just pretty much what it is.
Yeah, man.
Yep.
But I don't know what else we can talk about.
I'm glad I caught y'all for the last 45 minutes, fellas.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Oh, hold on. We ain't talking about baseball, Cliff. What you got?
Oh no, that's right. Hold on.
Well, listen, these Yankees are in it, but Kansas City's is in the dog fight. You know, they gonna fight us to the death. I think I like our chance to finally get to the World Series, but it's this 5-game series is tough when you lose one at home. So Yankees, I don't know.
Who won the Mets game today?
Well, they were winning 4-0. I think they won tonight, so that puts them up
the Mets
2-1.
won already.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
So that puts them up 2-1.
The National League is the two series in the National League are dope. The American League series is really about Detroit and Kansas City. They've been playing playoff baseball for the last 2 months because they had to get into the playoffs. And you know, when Baltimore went home, I was shaking my head. I was like, that's not a good look. And I'm just gonna keep it real, man. Aaron Judge ain't big time. Period. He a regular season player.
Might be right on that.
Well,
he left nine men on base in 2 games.
Yeah, and he only got 1 hit, and he ran out of single.
Dog. Come on, dog.
He ran out of single.
But the Dodgers are going home too.
Oh, the Dodgers are
going home.
Yeah, but San Diego's they're wagging, yo. They good. San Diego's good. Nice. They may win it all.
I think San Diego could win it all. I think they could. Yeah, they good. But it's just good to see. Like I like this. I was happy to see Houston go home because I went to work and you know they had the game on and then they went home and everybody was going early. I was like, where y'all at? You know, it was so funny because they sent the memo around when the Astros play, you could wear Astros jersey, so everybody was dressing down. And I came in Monday and I said, "What my Yankee jersey on?" I said, "I thought you said we could wear our jerseys when they were playing baseball." oh, y'all not playing no more. And the Yankees went out there and lost.
That's awesome.
That's funny.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So, but nah, it's baseball is looking pretty good right now. I think it's gonna be a good playoff run no matter who wins it. It's gonna be exciting.
Yeah, I agree.
Well, I could tell you definitely right now, Minnesota's up by like 20, so it looks like it's gonna be Minnesota against the Liberty.
Okay. Cool. Well, fellas, I'm gonna hop off, but it's good checking y'all out, and I'm gonna catch y'all next week.
Yes, sir.
All right.
No doubt.
All right.
All right, gentlemen.
All right, yo.
Peace, everybody.
Peace.
All right.